The Big 120 Way.
So real. Even though we're talking first. Your host, Cam 120 and Orsi 65.
Hello and welcome everybody to the self-proclaimed So Real Even Though We're Talking Virtual podcast of 2012, the Big 120 Way podcast. I am Cam 120 and over there is Orsini 65. On a hot ass Wednesday in Chicago.
It's Thursday now, buddy.
Well, yeah, it's Thursday. So before we get into anything, let's just say this. Our guest this week is Coxie 3D.
Yes.
That's his name.
Yes.
Coxie 3D.
Yes.
That part of the podcast was recorded before this. So for those who are so time sensitive, fuck you and deal with it.
Fuck you. Dude, you are hostile.
Fuck you and deal with it. It's just basic. I mean, it's nothing.
It's just like a mini mall.
Exactly. We recorded that due to time differentials and the fact that they were available at this waking moment rather than being available later. That's
right, like me and Cam, we stay up late, but the thing is, Coxie doesn't. So being that we didn't want to keep him waiting for us, we just decided to do it first, But being that we have a system and the guest is the second half, we're gonna put it in second. So don't feel like, you know what? Think whatever you want, assholes. This is the goddamn podcast.
It's our podcast anyway. Speaking of that, making t-shirts is not expensive at all.
Cam 120 calls me up to let me know that to make I made a joke about I want t-shirts, and he found out he can do them real cheap, and now wants to do them.
Hey, make our own logo, Big 120 Way podcast. Make some t-shirts, sell them for a decent price. Hey,
Exactly.
there you go.
I mean, even though we have to pay $15, we will sell it to you, our dear fans, for $10.99.
Yeah. Only if you really want them. The only way we're gonna do this is if the supply and the demand is high. Meaning, well, I know we've got a couple of subscribers, some new subscribers out there. We even got some people from Italy or people of Italian descent listening to our podcast and loving Big 120 clips and anything that we post.
Do we now?
Yes,
How would you know this?
because I am a shameless promoter.
You are. Motherfucker goes into the middle of a battle in Godfather 2 and goes, YouTube.com, Big 120 Way.
Yes, I will. Any waking moment to promote this podcast, I'll do it. They're gonna listen. They may say they're not listening, but
We know that you are. We know you are.
they're listening. They are. They may say, some people when they mic up with you, they'll openly admit, "Oh, I saw the video. I listened to it. I ain't like it." Well, guess what, buddies? We want that from you. We want it.
I want that hate mail, people.
Yes, or see me.
I look at other PS Home videos, which I don't give a fuck outside of PS Home. So recently I've been watching a bunch of PS Home videos, and I want that. I want the comments hating on me. I want to know that nigga what needs to go. I want that. Hate on me, bitches. Hate on me.
That's what it says. Hate on them. Don't make them pose on you.
Pose on. Oh, that song is the so. We'll pose on your bitch ass. Yes.
I'm going to pose on y'all bitches.
Alright, so. Let's get down to business, sir.
All right.
Week update. Week update.
Yeah, pretty weak. And mind you guys, we are on PlayStation Home at this moment. So we will be organized with whatever the hell the update was. The update. New clothes in PlayStation Home. And new places in PlayStation Home. Particularly the Old West Saloon. For all you people out there that like Desperado, Red Dead Redemption style.
It's real nice, yeah. If you're a fan of Red Dead Redemption, you like that whole cowboy stuff, it might be the place for you. Yeah. Just don't expect the rewards to match.
Oh, Don't expect the rewards to match. Well, I can tell you right now, I bought the place. It's $6.99. I bought it because I do like Red Dead Redemption, and I like the game Liar's Dice.
There's a real man game, but the prices though. You look like a bootlegged Woody.
Well, that's just the clothes, a bootleg Woody, yes. But the items that they give you for the house, a stuffed bear, a giant stuffed bear. Now, if you're a guy like me who likes to make home videos, that's just gold right there.
But you haven't made a video in months, actually.
Yeah, I haven't made a video in months due to my Adobe Premiere acting like a bitch and not fucking rendering shit. So I have to fix that.
And more importantly, I remember us filming some shit and you never even saw that video.
Well, you have not even bothered to type in PlayStation Home Halloween.
What are you talking about? I saw your videos. After months of telling you, Cam, I can't find your fucking thing. After months, I made you subscribe to both your accounts on my gaming channel. It's Big O Hardcore Gaming. That's capital B-I-G, capital O,
I
capital
think they
H.
got the concept from the past podcasts.
You know what? Let me promote a little bit. Damn. So yeah, I made Cam subscribe with both his accounts, and that's when I was finally able to fucking look at his videos. And the Halloween one, which I helped, because I was both Scream and the Warlock, right?
No, you were just Scream. I was the Warlock, and some other guy was the Warlock.
I could have sworn I was the Warlock.
No, you were Scream. I was the Warlock, just standing still. The other guy was the shooting.
I was the Warlock for someone's thing, man.
Yeah, but you weren't the Warlock for my video, though.
Well, then whoever I was the Warlock for, I better fucking see my name on those credits. Can't now.
Infringement.
Right. But yeah, back to the update. I mean, I like the place and it looks nice, but other than that, this update again very weak.
All right, well, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of the update. While I'm here at the PlayStation Store with myself, of course. We just went to the States. Now let's go to Threads, home of the Whopper. They have the hipster outfit, which makes you look like a typical douchebag. They have a rockabilly outfit that makes you look like a greaser douchebag. They have the hip-hop outfit that makes you look like a poser douchebag. I bought it because the vest is blue. They have an emo outfit that makes you look like a crying emo douchebag that cuts himself. Sorry if you do that. I understand problems, but this is comedic art form, so please laugh. If you're not laughing, I have to
crying.
This, and that's all I have to say about that. When it comes to clothes for the girls have a leather bikini bundle.
You said that a little bit too creeper.
Hold on, I'm gonna give y'all a little R&B-ish. The ladies have a leather bikini bundle. This strikingly seductive outfit has mayhem and mischief written all over it. The bundle includes the top, bottom with thigh-high boots, and gloves for those sticky situations with your man.
Hey.
Yeah, that's how Barry White or Isaac Hayes would say it.
No, that's how Rapist says it.
No, that's how Isaac Hayes' chef on South Park will say it. Chef, what's a clitoris?
So are you just gonna read out everything that's new?
Oh, and they also have the X-55 Jungle Stalker Special Operations Bundle. I take it that's a new costume. Guy has claws and talons, and then they have this hoverboard racing rig. You know those weird ass Tron looking motherfuckers that just hover with.
Not at all. But not at all. Wow, Tron? Not at all. But
it's not Tron, but I say Tron looking.
Not at all.
Well, I don't give a shit. It's futuristic and they're floating. All right. Anyway, and also they have a Yeti costume for when you want to look like a hairy, big tooth Minotaur horn having motherfucker. With so $2.99, you have custom animations and emotions with that too. So if you want to be a Yeti, that's the costume for you. $2.99, only $2.99. Now let's move on to the female. And females have the hoverboard racing rig as well, and they have a Yeti as well. And that's all I have to say about that. Nothing special there. All right.
Well, I mean, looking at the update, I will say, like, other than like the only really big things, other than your obvious store updates, nothing too exciting in my opinion. Nothing that stands out. I mean, the saloon, the saloon place is nice. But I mean, all they added on PS Home, and obviously we know every week can't be like a new space and new shit, but
True. Well,
they did something. I mean, I guess it's nice for the casino at least. They added a single deck blackjack table, I think it was. So that's cool. So it gives you another version of blackjack. And then the other thing they added, which I liked it in a sense, it's inspired by the game Journey, and it's a space basically taken from it. It's this big desert.
Yeah.
And then you don't see the pop-up bubbles. You can't change. You can't take out your camera. You can't take out anything. Everyone looks exactly the same. You don't know who's next to you, mind you. But, I mean, it's fan-proof in a sense. You're not going to find assholes there hating because everyone's going to look the same there. But
yeah,
there's not much to do. And there's only 2 items. One which you get just by showing up. The other one you get, the first one's a companion, and the second one's a statue, and you get that by getting everything there.
Right. All right.
I mean, it's nice, relaxing in a sense, but
yeah.
I mean, we could have a little bit more.
Yeah, and then when you'll hear a review from Coxie in the second part of this, which is going to be all on this one YouTube
monstrous podcast again.
Yeah. I think we're extending the hours rather than reducing. It's coming upon.
Can I say this? To the few ones of my friends who I'm not going to name who the starter of the whole thing was, Eve. Y'all tell me, oh, it's a 3-hour podcast. Half of y'all who told me that spend your entire fucking day at home on PSN. Shut the fuck up, grab your fucking headphones, and listen to the podcast. Like, Cam, do you know what it tells me? Like, these people that I know, like, or people, this is the worst part. It's like, oh, man, I don't know, man. I'm busy all day. I'm like, what do? You work in the morning, you're home by noon, and after that, you spend from noon to fucking midnight on PSN. You're going to tell me you don't got 3 hours? Shut up.
Yeah, well, you can just fast forward to some good parts. I don't know. All right, well, back to the update. Granzella, the Southern Island Hideaway, I think that's the name. You can get married in America now, in North America servers. You can go over there, go ahead and grab your significant other, because lately I've seen a lot of dudes kissing.
I married a, this is true, I was wearing my Ryu costume at the time. I married a Kazuya. I didn't plan that out. I was just trying to get the wedding ring item.
Rings, and Kazuya Mishima was there to help.
And yes,
or as Wow would say, Kazuma.
Yeah, because oh my god, wow, pissed me off when he said that. But no, basically, I was waiting for someone. It was kind of empty at the time, and I was waiting for someone. And from what I understand, the guy saw me and decided to change to Kazuya, and I'm just like, okay. And you forget the other thing you can do now is the fossil thing, where once a day you can dig for fossils. It's very
you gotta choose your moves wisely. If you just keep
it's interesting.
Shit, you're gonna fall. So I say start off light. If you got enough room to do heavy shit, do it. But always keep light shit in mind. Always dig with your, just your pickaxe or whatever. Or your hands. Don't go for the jackhammer just yet.
Unless you have money, throw out, get the new. If you're one of those people that don't give a fuck what you buy, you spend a PSN card for the midway and you don't give a fuck. Buy the other equipment. It might help you out in the long run.
Right. You're right. Yeah. You can get married, and on top of that, they have new tuxedos.
Indeed.
And dresses for the women.
I feel like they're having a very lovey-dovey connection on PS Home.
A high-class pickaxe, a high-class shovel, as you said. Good luck,
which is cool. Which is cool because I know a lot of people hate on Southern Island because it's not Seaside of Memories, And I agree. I do miss Seaside just as much as anyone, but it's not. It's a new place. It's very nice, and I do like the whole fossil thing. It's very creative.
Yeah. I mean, come on now. They as they stated before in here at WoW in the home update, the guy that developed Iron Square, who he worked with Iron Square or whatever, is the same guy that's in with Granzella. So you're
Yeah, yeah,
getting
and they're not trying, they're not trying to replace it. They're trying to move forward.
right. What's the point of standing? What's the point of being behind? If you don't get behind it, you'll be left behind. And for those who are missing Seaside of Memories, it's gone. All right.
It's not coming back.
If you don't get
It
behind,
ain't.
you'll be left behind.
It's not XI. It ain't coming back. It's done.
Right. All right. Is that all for the
That's pretty
update?
much it. Yeah, that's
The
the
house, the journey, marriage, and fossils, dance floor,
tester
bubble machine,
tester quests.
test
Tester 3
quest,
quests.
a minotaur.
The Minotaur costume is nice. I will give them that. It's
That's-
nice. But I feel like now, I mean, for me though, I have a bunch of most of except the balloons. I hate those costumes. I might have to get one now though. But I've always been a big fan of these costumes with these extra emotes. But now, before it was rare to have one.
True.
Now with so many fucking costumes, with these extra animations, first it was the companions. You would get companions for everything. I used to have no companions. Now I have like 10 free ones. And now it's becoming the same thing with these costumes with extras. I think I had one with the mummy, and then I started buying a few. Now I have like 3 free ones that I got. It just kind of takes the whole thing out of it.
True. Well, that's that for the PS Home update, PlayStation Home. Hey, we're updating it for you in an explicit format. If you feel offended by that, who am I to tell you to not listen to us? It is your opinion.
I will. If you don't like us, don't listen. Leave it watching. Just mute us. We need those hits, those views. But I will say this about Granzella. I like it. I like that they're updating their shit. Can I just say one thing is if you're going to update something, can you update the Great Edo of Nippon Space? I want to see what those...
Right. The whole spirits thing. I want to know what that's all about.
Which is from what someone told me was that it was going to be like, take the samurai thing, you would fight him with the samurai shit. That's what I want, yo. Give me that.
All right. So you updated the Southern Island Hideaway, update the Great Edo of Nippon, and we'll be set. So far, so good, Granzella. You really came in and took over where Irem Square left off. Well, not Irem Square, Irem.
Right.
Irem Square. Irem left off. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, moving on from the update, we're gonna. Well, do we have a song of the week?
We do, actually. Now. Alright, so being that it's my week. Now, Cam kind of wants to, I think we should just do it, whatever. But Cam actually wants to keep it PS Home related at least for a bit. So, because obviously, it's kind of hard to find people. I mean, unless we start letting any wannabe rapper on PS Home, have their raps on here. Next thing you know, we're going to have Young B's fucking raps on here. And I don't want that for you people.
I do. Why do you think I have sound effects?
Okay, we want that for you, but not as your song of the week. Now, so I looked at my music, and I do have something here which was very hard for me to get. And so I decided to pick, instead of a song, I decided to pick my favorite music from PS Home. Now, anyone who knows me will tell you I'm a big Ratchet and Clank fan, so much so that for the past almost 6 years on PSN, my thing has always been Ratchet and Clank. So one of my favorite spaces is the Ratchet and Clank space on PS Home. So the song of the week is the song that they have there. So and for everyone to know, it's called "Let's Celebrate" by Nelson. So this is it.
All right, take a listen, and we'll be back. right, well, we're back. And that was Let's Celebrate from...
Elson.
And that was played in... Always will be played in the Ratchet and Clank space.
Also, I might be wrong about this. Mind you, it's, again, 1 a.m. It was also not Ratchet and Clank Future of Stitch in Time. The one before that, not Quest for Booty, the one before that, it was when you finish the game, that was the end credit music. But yeah, moving on.
All right, well, we have some important news to tell you guys before we get into our highly proclaimed best segment of the podcast.
Word.
Dumbass of the Week, after this podcast, will from now on be its own segment in itself.
Yes, because a lot of people are complaining about it, the thing being too long, and me and Cam know we can take that and make it something real funny. So I want, my idea was let's take that segment. We do what we do. We just go around home, find idiots, and then we're gonna just make it a video series. We're gonna take our own spin on it, and we're gonna try to make it funny.
Right, we're doing that due to the time issue. We do not want to post 3-hour-long podcasts. I mean, I've seen some 3-hour-long podcasts on YouTube. Mind you, they're video podcasts as well. But yeah, we want to shorten the time so we can get straight to the point. And seeing that we already have Big 120 clips, which is basically showing everybody acting an ass. My little segment of me rapping the chat logs, which I must say it basically took me to the point where my head started hurting.
Right. And then of course we're gonna have
pretty fucked up shit.
Yeah. We're also gonna have Big 120 commentating, which is just gonna be us commentating on this shit going on at home as if it was a sport.
Isn't that basically where Dumbass of the Week falls in?
No, not really. We're gonna take Dumbass of the Week, Big 120 clips, and then take a John Madden impression and put it all together.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That sounds
good.
Hit that
subscribe button, people. Hit it. It's right there. Right there.
Boom.
So we'll give you 10 seconds on the clock. And go.
10 seconds on the clock. For what? You're just going to stay silent for 10 seconds.
Alright. Don't hear me. There you go. 10 seconds.
10 seconds for what?
So they can hit the subscribe button.
Okay.
I like to give them that time. Maybe they can't find it, Alright.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button. I'm glad to say we have 9 subscribers. Well, there's one invisible one.
But, yeah, well, we have more fans than that. It's just I find that a lot of people actually don't log into YouTube. They don't have accounts.
Right.
All right. So moving on.
All right. DA of the Week. Runner-ups. Well, if you have been watching Big 120 clips, I have one, and his name was BCS something. It's Seth something. His name seemed like the old 70s porn star. But his real account is like Sergeant Damien. I remember that name, Sergeant Damien, being in SKS. Now, as you see in that video of Big 120 clips, he was going around basically saying he had a naked picture of some girl he was arguing with named Dark Jen Resurrect, calling her a reject of some fams and shit, and basically saying he has her naked pictures running around home as a noob. Oh, his name is BCS_Seth_Holmes. He was running around as a noob, as he said, you want to see her naked pictures? Add me. The basic, stupid, immature shit that you'll expect to see from someone who has let home take over their life. So right now I'm going to say for 80 cents a day, you can help BCS_Seth_Holmes realize his dream of being somebody on home for 80 cents a day. You can provide him with the knowledge that he'll be able to go to school. He'll have a working job. His water will work. You will have clothes on his back. You will give him chicken for days. For 80 cents a day. Do you imagine? 80 cents. Coming from 10 PS Home users, he will be able to buy a Happy Meal from McDonald's.
Happy Meal from McDonald's.
80 cents a day.
You're really dragging this joke along.
Yes, I know I am. Because this guy is just... I can't stand people like that. personally, you're on home and you're talking about I got naked pictures of the girl, ha 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 ha. It's the internet, dude. Believe what you want to believe. Whatever anybody can be telling you right now could be a facade. I could tell you I'm white, 5'3", and I'm 16 years old. No, I'm not white. I'm black. I'm not 5'3". I'm 6'3", and I'm not
Are you really?
16 years old. I'm 21.
Are you really 6'3"?
Yeah, I'm pretty tall.
Not that tall.
Yeah, not that tall, but yeah. See,
Taller than Uncle Buck 316.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am taller than Uncle Buck 316.
He's actually, what is he, like 5'6"?
But anyway, yeah. BCS underscore Seth underscore Holmes, aka SKS Sergeant Damien. You're my runner up for Dumbass of the Week. You couldn't quite get there, but you're my runner up. Congratulations for being a butthurt avatar.
All right.
Dumped you. All right, Orsini, you have any runner-ups?
Yes, I do. Now, taking from your thing at BCS, now, I promised a friend I would do this. Now, my runner-up, reasons are this chick takes this way too seriously, and this chick runs around using PS Home like it's Match.com. You know what I mean?
eHarmony.
eHarmony. Yes. You know what I mean? Just like it's a dating thing. It's not. It's not. Now this girl is 17, walking around sending people pictures and I haven't seen, but supposedly naked pictures and all that. And come on, you're worse than any other person. So my actually have two though. But my first one is Daz J. That's DAS capital J, or now known as Ms. Dazzy. And then my other person is whoever was in Godfather yesterday talking about naked pictures of Daz J. Look it up on YouTube, blah 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 blah. And it's okay, dude. First of all, I saw the video. The guy on there is not that funny. The one good joke he made, and this guy's in BCS, I forgot his name though. The one good joke you made was that she's using PS Home like eHarmony. I thought it was funny.
He's on fire!
But, dude, you have one picture of her. You kept calling her fat. Look how fat this girl is. Look how fat this girl is. It's like, dude, you're not funny. One. Two, by fucking taking that girl's picture and putting it on the internet, you're giving her what she wants. It's fucking attention.
Yep.
And three, for all your stupid comments on YouTube about BCS being the shit and doing that, you're the problem. BCS, you guys keep telling me you guys are trying to be the solution, and yet here you are going against what my friends at BCS are telling me that they're trying to be the solution, and you're doing the exact opposite. You're being just like Upton. You're being just like SKS. You're being like all these idiots posting videos and doing this. Wake up, dude.
Yeah.
So that's my other one. Unfortunately, I will, if I remember his fucking tag, I'll tell you.
Yeah. So bad we don't. Like we always say, definition of insanity: same thing repeatedly, expecting different results.
Oh, but also one more thing. I also part two of my promise. Let me find it. Okay, because what this bitch did, right? So I promised my friend I would do this. So Miss Dazzy, Daz J's phone number is 864-209-2214. That's 864-209-2214. Remember, you can't be a bitch every day and expect nothing to happen. There you go. Promise served.
Oh, great. And that was a phone number given out for the, somebody's going to actually call that.
Please do. Just like KTG's number. And
oh,
please call them. These are people who talk big shit. Snap them back to reality. If you're going to be like this, if you're going to be big shit, I'm going to treat you like it. You want to be treated like this? That's her number. That's KTG's number. Go at him. I'm not going to call him. I'm not going to be an asshole. Y'all deal with him.
Well, all right, that's your your runner-up, my runner-up. Now we can come back full circle and say this just flat out. If you've seen my video, our video, KTG wants his title back. He pretty much made a solid claim to the reason why he wants his title back. He comes in. Well, you can watch the video for yourself. I don't feel like explaining it. It's funny in itself when I just see him pop in and I just laugh. I laugh uncontrollably because I know KTG is just going to say something stupid. I know he is. So without further ado, Final J1 has lost the title of Dumbass of the Week. And KTG, congratulations. You are two-time Dumbass of the Week.
Like Jack Swagger.
Like Jack Swagger.
The two-time.
Mind you, KTG, you come in 2 accounts. KTG OG Legend. And Can't Kill KTG. Dude. You really went into the Godfather and said, people love me. Why? Why would you do that? And then you flat out give out your phone number to TRU's leader, Ratatouille, for everybody to see in public on home. If that's not your real number, then that's
dude. It's shit. You can't win. Either A, it is your number, which if you are, you're thick. You're worse than thick. You're just flat out retarded. And 2, if it ain't your number, you know you can't say shit at that point. Cause from now on, you're a bitch who gave out a fake number.
Yeah, it doesn't work either way. Given the time, and given the fact that we did write down that phone number, one of these days, I'm gonna call him. Matter of fact.
Oh man.
What's the number again?
Oh, that number, please. I have it right here. That number is 323-303-2780. It's real. It's damn real.
The mailbox belonging to 32330-780 is full and cannot accept new messages at this time. Please try again later.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Oh, that does sound.
It has been an entire day, Cam.
Oh, you're right. Oh man, I wonder how many people has called KTG.
It just does feel right, like it was earlier today.
Yes, but still, I'm gonna prank call him.
Oh yes, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. You'll never know what it's gonna be about. I'll probably call him and just act like a district attorney of some sort.
Scare the fuck out of him.
That's why KTG's the dumbass of the week. You put your phone number out there.
Your phone number.
No one else did it. You did.
You did it. Exactly.
Oh God, you're killing me inside, KTG. You're killing me. Why would you do it? You're not a god. You're not untouchable.
You're very. Can't kill KTG? Oh, it's very easy, sir.
Yeah.
Keep talking shit, KTG. All it takes is one escape mental patient with a PS3, and you are fucked.
I agree.
Crack!
I fucking agree. So KTG, congratulations. You can put the strap back on. You are done the week for the second time. Can you keep the streak? That is the question. Don't have.
I'm loving the music. I'm loving the music, Cam.
I love the music too.
That Ric Flair rendition, it's beautiful.
It's perfect. It's his intro every time I see him.
Every time. Okay, since we're done with that, I will just say I texted my boy to ask him what the gamer tag was. Or on YouTube it's JRLove212. So the guy who posted a video about Daz J, you stupid motherfucker, JR Love. And I don't care if you are in BCS and I have many friends in BCS, you are a stupid idiot. Moving on.
Would you go as far as to call him, as Nicki Minaj would say, a stupid hoe?
You are gay.
Yes. I'm sorry, but he's stupid, and I don't care if you are in BCS. You're stupid. Stupid.
Sad, strange little man. All right. KTG, congratulations. Dumbass of the week. It's a celebration, bitch. Clap.
Celebration. Show Charlie Murphy your titties. Wish I had more hands so I can hit the titties 4 thumbs down. There's that copyright infringement.
Yep, but hey, where is Dave Chappelle nowadays?
Chilling at home with that money.
Yep, pretty much. He ain't worried about anything else. So, moving on. So, what did we do? Well, I know what I did. I played Street Fighter X Tekken for the first time.
I played it 3 times. So that brings us to this week in gaming. We're not actually going to call it that.
Yeah.
Hit the music.
Whatever the hell the music is.
We're going to make Brian Fury.
Oh, I guess Brian Fury.
No, wait. Gal's theme. It goes with everything.
Oh, Gal. All right,
All right.
Gal's theme. Gal goes with everything. That is the truth. So,
All right.
Street Fighter X Tekken. Well, start off with me. I mean, I played the the regular versus mode, arcade mode, or whatever. I'm Team Tekken, of course. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Not at all.
So I choose Yoshimitsu and Steve Fox to go against everybody we see.
Everybody
we see. You see, let's see, who was it? Not Poison. I would say Sagat and I forgot who the other person was. No, it wasn't Sagat. It was Dalshim and someone else. Vega, I think.
The guy with the mask?
Yeah.
It's fake.
Dalshim and Vega beat their ass so bad. Yoshimitsu respects Dalshim, but Yoshimitsu will beat his ass.
Whip his monkey ass.
And Steve Fox is just as cocky as ever.
Yes. That's my dog. World's greatest boxer.
Yeah, and then I know all of a sudden, I think Ryu and Ken with their fucking ass. Hadouken! Trying to kill me and shit. That didn't happen. Beat their ass, and then they gave us Tekken fighters. So I had to fight Kazuya Mashima and Nina Williams, the assassin and the big boss relation.
So are these,
for
you, because I played this with my friends, I didn't really hit the arcade versus mode shit, but did they give you because that's the one thing I didn't see, they gave you Street Fighter teams and then Tekken teams?
Yep.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I fought Bob.
Or Brilliant, I'm not sure yet.
I fought Bob and Julia.
When did that team come into fruition?
I don't know. She was like, come on, Bob, let's go. Just leave it to me.
That is the most ridiculous team matchup. How would that team even come together?
I don't know. But after all of that glitz and glamour, this is what I have a problem with. Akuma.
Overpowered?
Why the fuck is he so fucking powerful?
He's always been like that. Why do you think I don't play Street Fighter anymore, dude? Overpowered. Oh, yes.
If you have the backstory on Akuma or Sini, please.
Akuma. Here's the thing. If you think he's bad, check out Oni from Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. Okay, Akuma has always been a pain in the ass. For me, at least, playing him in Street Fighter 2, trust me, for me at least, you don't beat Akuma until the game just decides you're gonna beat him. First time I ever beat Akuma in Street Fighter 2, I think I had to do I was there for an hour trying to battle him, and I finally got lucky. Akuma is ridiculously overpowered. Can do air Hadoukens. Has all these crazy combos. Can do 2 different types of Hadouken. One that's regular, and one that's, you know, like a more powerful version.
Yeah.
At least in Street Fighter 3, for his things, if you have a max special attack bar, you can either do the basic one, mind you, the Hadouken thing. You can also do that one in the air, or you can do his Raging Demon, which is where he grabs you and everything goes blank, which has been his most overpowered attack in everything that has Akuma. Even Cyber Akuma had that bitch shit in the air, and he's always been overpowered.
Yeah.
I mean, not the most powerful character, mind you, but he's definitely overpowered.
Yeah, and they basically made him a team of his own. It was just Akuma. It wasn't even Akuma and this guy. It was just Akuma.
Yeah, it's only.
I'm like, what the fuck, man? I almost had him too, but you know, what's ridiculous is the tag out function, though.
You have to combo.
Yeah.
If not, it's. I mean, same thing with Marvel's Capcom. Well, it's kind of like Marvel's Capcom too, but there you can switch out easier. But yeah, you know, you gotta really combo your shit together.
Yeah.
Alright, but for me though, alright, let's get to me. For me, my friend, when the game came out, the first thing I did was went to go see my friend. He said, because I don't have the money at this point, but he said, come on over. This is the setup. It's, you know, we got the controller set up. It's me and 9 other people. So it's me, Team Tekken, versus 9 Street Fighter people. Unstoppable. I'm unstoppable here, man. Steve, Fox, and Yoshi, man. I went all out. I mean, I'm a little pissed I don't have Lee Chalan, but whatever. And for me, all we did was versus, but they sucked. I mean, I'm talking people who platinum both Street Fighter 4 and Super Street Fighter 4. These are the supposed best out of my people here, and unstoppable. I think I had like 32 wins in a row. It's a good game. Artistically, it's weird, but it feels too much like a Street Fighter game. So it's not for Team Tekken.
Right.
I mean, if you're one of these hardcore fans that will play anything with Tekken, you're gonna buy this game. You know
Like
you will.
us?
Yeah, I'll buy it because I'm one of those. I am a fan of both fighting series. As a Street Fighter game, it's phenomenal. As a Street Fighter game, it's amazing. It's fun. It's Street Fighter plus it has different elements. The gem system is very interesting.
True.
In a sense, it's you know, little kids and people who just don't understand it very well are not gonna understand it. It'll be frustrating. But for anyone who's a die-hard fighting game person, you'll pick it up, you'll understand it, and it will help in a sense. The characters are great, and the Street Fighter characters are the Street Fighter characters. There's not much difference there. But the Tekken characters, I just feel like we're so watered down.
Man, you have no idea.
Like it just, it hurt me as a Tekken fan. But it doesn't take away from this game. But if you're a Tekken fan, just Tekken, and you're thinking, oh, it has Tekken people, I'll buy it. Probably don't, because you'll be frustrated. You won't play this game. The art style is nothing like Tekken.
It's all
fighting. Yeah, it's that Street Fighter nonsense. You'll be disappointed in the combo system. You're not gonna like it in that way. If you're a Street Fighter fan, you're gonna buy this. You know you will. This game is excellent. If you're a fan of both, of course you can. This is your dream. This is your dream come true. To have both these gaming series come together, and for that, it's a great game. Is it the pinnacle of Street Fighter? Maybe in some points, yeah. Is it the pinnacle of Tekken? Not at all. Because that's Tekken Tag.
Right. Oh,
I mean, it feels fun.
I can tell you that much.
But I will say this though, it's really a hit and miss. If you're a Tekken fan, you just want to try it out, rent it. You know, rent it. Gamefly, do your things, rent it, borrow from a friend. You're not gonna want to buy it. You're gonna want to play it, but you don't want to. You wait for Tekken X Street Fighter.
Street Fighter gets a Tekken makeover.
Oh, well, that's gonna be interesting. But I mean, it is a fun game, and I did like playing with my friends. If you're one of those people who has friends who come over, it's the greatest game. If you're one of those people who have a lot of online friends, same thing. You know, it's a good game overall. The art style's a little weird. I like the fact that they brought in Ogre. That was interesting.
Remember
And
True Ogre?
huh?
Wasn't there a True Ogre?
Yes, it was. We'll get to
yeah.
that. And if you have it on PS3, you're gonna love the characters. Like if you're one of those people that has those extra, the Mega Man, the Pac-Man, the Cole, you're gonna love them. You're going to love that Mega Man. You're going to love Pac-Man. You cannot walk away from this game and not love those. So you're going to pick them. You're gonna love them. They're hilarious. Mega Man made me laugh 20 times a day.
All right, well, from both sides, we give this game 2 thumbs way up.
But as a Tekken game, 2 thumbs down.
Yeah, it's more for Street Fighter. But nonetheless, like we said, we're one of those hardcore Tekken fans that will buy it just to kick Street Fighter's ass.
Yes.
I know I will.
And with that, we move on.
We move on.
To
Game reviews, dumbasses, home in general, KTG thinking he's a king and people love him. What more do you want? Big 120 clips that's hitting the boom, and I would like to explain the chat log raps. It's just me.
Please do.
Huh?
Please do. Please do.
Alright, it's just me, Cam120, at Godfather 2. You know, reading the chat log. This shit seems extremely stupid and funny in some ways already. But how about listening to that shit in song? Either in a rap or a ballad or whatever. Just imagine saying the shit that people say in Godfather 2 in song. That's what I brought to the table with chat log raps. I've posted 3 videos, basically. 2 of them from Rick Ross's Blowing Money Fast and 1 from Willow Smith's With My Hair Back and Forth.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm in the Godfathers, and you know KTG's there, so you know it's gonna be quality shit. But KTG needs a keyboard. He needs to come fast, cause yeah, had me pausing. I had to ad lib, do all that shit. But hey, you guys are doing good. Keep up the good work with all that home fighting and acting like an ass on home. And I'll keep coming with the chat log fights until you guys start getting common sense. If you guys have some common sense and you guys stop all this fighting, then I wouldn't have nothing to rap about when it comes to chat logs. That's the only way you can get rid of that segment. So please, check it out. Like it? Cool. You don't like it? Cool.
And we might try to post them to iTunes.
Huh?
We might try to monetize and put them on iTunes.
Yeah, you know that's not gonna happen.
Well, the guy can hear you. Can he?
Yeah, that's the last time we said that. Rejected.
Well, you know, I don't know. When I'm writing a rap song, that shit better go to the iTunes or I'm gonna get mad. Oh yeah, look out for that real soon.
Alright.
Rap by Big O.
Big O drops a rap.
If that rap's good, I'll drop an album.
But he will.
I'm crazy like that. And I'll do it with the fire.
Oh wow.
Nah, she's too talented.
Yeah.
I can't even. No, I'm creative, but no, not like that. Alright,
people. Alright, people. I would also like to say, if you're in the art, there is a person that's subscribed to our channel, but their name on home is it slips my mind, but it has the name Julia in it. But checking out her YouTube page, she actually has real talent when it comes to art. You should check it out sometime. I mean, she would love to have viewers. Yeah, that's some good artwork you can't pass up. She has time-lapse videos of her drawings and paintings. I know she did one of Batman, of a rose, and other music right on point. So, you know, if you're into art, subscribe to her. I think it's Juja90 or something on YouTube. I'll be sure to type it in the description, the exact name.
And also, if you're a fan of rap, just like freestyle, I've said this before, go to Defia's page. That's Dapphya. She's an excellent rapper. Subscribe, watch her videos. She loves when people love her stuff.
Yeah, don't we all, right?
Yeah. She's a great rapper. She's an awesome person. Go.
Go ahead, guys.
She's real talent. Don't listen to Lil Wayne. That nigga's fake. Okay? Listen to a real rapper. Come to you from Rikers Penitentiary, bitch. No. That guy. That's exactly what would happen to that trouble. So we cutting to a commercial break now?
Yeah, we're gonna go to a commercial break, and then we will be back with the already pre-recorded part with Coxie 3D, and we'll be back here at the Big 120Way podcast. We'll give you updates on if we're gonna have T-shirts and whatnot and all that good stuff. But until then, Texas Heat with another. Texas Pete is coming back and he has a deal for you. We'll be back.
The Big 120-Way.
Hello, this is Texas Pete. Coming at you with another commercial. Now I've talked to you about the ass wipes. I've talked to you about the ass cream. But what I forgot to tell you about was this penis trimmer and vaginal trimmer. You see, when a man and a woman get too bushy, you can't say shit. It stinks. It's hairy. It's unkept. It's a wild forest. Texas Pete says Gillette sucks. Texas Pete says Shaq sucks. Texas Pete says if you don't use Texas Pete's rusty razor on the bumpy frog, you will regret not using it because it is the smoothest shave that you can ever have. The smoothest and slickest shave that you can use with a rusty razor on the bumpy frog. Texas Pete, I'm from Alabama. What you want? I got it for you. Big Mama had the ass cream and the ass wipe from Texas Pete is branching out on his own. Let me get on my horse and get the hell out of here before the cops stick it in my ass.
The Big 120-Way.
And welcome back. I'm Motion65. Cam 120 is watching something on his phone, and we have a Canadian here, a rare commodity. A Canadian that doesn't want to kill himself. That's right. Not a self-hating Canadian, Coxie 3D. How are you doing, Coxie?
Very well. I mean, I'm not feeling like killing myself right now, but the night is young, you know.
Yes.
You know.
Wait until the Olympics, then you can.
Oh, come on. We got all kinds of gold medals last time. Oh, remind you, I think it was the fucking Winter Olympics. It was the Winter Olympics.
Curling?
You put Canadians in things that slide on ice and on snow.
Curling?
Curling! How did curling become a sport?
That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I mean, the last thing I saw was they were thinking of making yoga a sport. How can yoga be a sport in the Olympics?
Well, I don't know. If people watch Dao Zim and Street Fighter, he turned yoga into a martial arts.
Well, I thought yoga was all about sitting there watching somebody just be
Who
still.
cares? Maybe it's like weird yoga sex positions.
Oh,
well, that might be interesting. At least. Somebody's got to carry the torch.
And wait, Canada winning gold medals. I don't feel like I've read that before.
Oh, of course you would say that as an American. No, I think the last Winter Olympics, we won the most gold. We won more than the States.
Wait.
Yeah. Okay,
Winter?
Am I going to have to Google this?
Yes.
Okay. He's pulling up the Winter Olympics, but what about the Summer Olympics? You know, the Olympics that everybody watches.
Well, okay, yeah, we all get slowed down there. We go faster on ice. I think
that seems to be a proven point right there.
Yeah.
Hey, all I'm saying is though, nobody gives a fuck about Winter Olympics anymore. I'm gonna get so much shit for that. Everyone cares about the real Summer Olympics. That's where we handle our shit.
Yes.
That's where Kurt Angle won his gold medal, and that's where Michael Phelps did his insanity.
And that's where Team USA finally got that gold again since the Dream Team.
Because LeBron couldn't do it.
No, got to get that in there.
You mean LeBron? Because LeBron couldn't do it. What, he had to wait a few years to get Derrick Rose, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and the rest of those guys?
And my dog, Dwayne Wade. Forgetting about that?
Man, Wade's been on the Olympic team, though.
Yeah, but okay, wait. Let me see if I got my math correctly. The last Olympics, Wade was in it. They won the gold medal. 4 years before they didn't, right?
Right.
Okay, then. Dwayne Wade was not on that team.
Ah,
LeBron was. Which is brings me
LeBron was
to
on that team.
my next point. Well, who the fuck said let's bring LeBron over to my team? No, you could have. I love
Look,
Chris
here's the
Bosh.
thing: Dwayne Wade orchestrated that.
Wade, I love you. What is wrong with you though?
Hey,
Because Dwayne Wade is a big fan of the Big 120 Way podcast.
I hear that.
if he is, then where the fuck is he endorsing?
You know what? He can say he's endorsing it. Is he going to argue? Probably not.
I think we might get sued for that. Who cares? Big 128
Hey,
podcast.
That's
Look,
if
Dwayne
endorsed by
Wade's in
Dwayne
Chicago
Wade.
tonight. Don't have him show up at my house trying to take money from me.
And Cam 120's address is
Don't
B.
need Dwayne Wade showing up at my front door asking for cash. It should be the other way around.
like he needs any more. Yeah, no kidding.
So since we're talking about basketball, Coxie, how do you feel about the weakest team in the NBA in the Toronto Raptors?
Well, don't get me started on the Toronto Raptors. I don't think I've seen a game in like 10 years.
Do they actually have any Canadians on that team?
I don't think they do. I don't know.
I can answer that question.
Does anyone smell like Eskimo? I don't know.
The one of the main Canadians that they could have had was Steve Nash, and Nash is in Phoenix. So
Really, a Canadian in a sport that doesn't include a sled of some sort?
actually, Steve Nash is really good in soccer and basketball.
What?
He doesn't believe
Wait, isn't that like a big ass
he's a
contradiction?
hockey guy. I don't know.
All right,
Hockey.
hockey.
I heard that.
Yeah, I love hockey.
This is the part where you find out Coxie is the biggest hockey fan in the world.
Well, we all love hockey up here. It's in our blood. So.
No, I don't. I never understood that because you Canadians, you're more like docile creatures, in my opinion.
Oh wow!
Well, like rabbits.
All right, I've met a Canadian before when I was young. He was a pretty cool guy. Pretty cool.
Really, in Chicago?
Yes.
But you're black.
What does that have to do with anything? You're Mexican. Oh wait, you're Puerto Rican. Same difference. Who cares? What a sudden silence!
Oh, got him.
I muted
In a
myself.
couple-
I had to sneeze. Sorry.
All right.
I laughed and sneezed, and it hurt like a motherfucker.
Oh my god!
All right,
So
let's
what?
get on topic.
So
Let's get on topic here.
What is the
As we
topic?
do with every guest we have on, we just broke the ice with Coxie Orsini with the whole Canadian thing, and I
I like
still
the-
stand by what I say. I like hockey. I like maple syrup, but I really hate Guinness.
Guinness. There you go.
Yeah, well, it's an acquired taste. It is. It's kind of like brown. It's heavy stuff. I mean, we've got a lot of people here who do like it, and I think it's just one of those man macho stuff. I can drink Guinness. It's
Wait,
like
I'm sorry, you lost me again. Canadians,
Canadians.
macho. I'm sorry, I'm not understanding.
Hey, don't forget, man.
Yes, capita lumberjacks up here.
Don't forget the
I'm
best
sorry,
in the world at what he does is a Canadian.
I feel like I can take Jericho though. I've seen Jericho in person. I feel like I could take him.
I don't think you can. Jericho loves to stick fans in the crowd for no reason.
I've seen that.
He loves to do that.
I love watching that
This
video.
ball, he turns around and gives you a right to the face.
Jericho, you suck. What? Boom, you're gone.
All right, but all right. After breaking the ice, let's get to the main. One of the questions that we always ask all our guests that come on the Big 120 Way podcast, Coxie. Well, it's not really a question. It's basically, give us a brief history of the fams you have been in
Oh, Jesus
And your positions.
Christ.
and positions.
And any embarrassing stories of the people who run it.
And any embarrassing stories? Well, of course, the first thing I got into was SAK under Kai Sam and Orsini. You know Kai Sam.
Oh, quite well.
Yes, being part of FDM, I think SAK which was Selkat Amon Kel or something like that, which stood for Scorpions of Death, because Kai Sam was a big Egyptian fan, I guess.
And by big Egyptian fan, you mean she was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I, I believe she had ties to some sort of royalty in Egypt,
No, I
or so
never.
her story. So the story goes, unsubstantiated, I think, but some sort of lineage there.
Yeah, I remember.
And after that, yeah, well, we just kind of, I mean, the things broke up out of that, right? There was parting the ways between FDM and SAK, and
I recall.
Kai said, call it quits because she wasn't getting the attention that she craved, and it didn't work out that way for her. So after that, started up the Mancinos, and with Gotti.
Can you spell out that gamer tag for people at home?
The which? The game Gotti 10. Is that right?
I don't fucking remember.
Okay, yeah, Gotti. So, because we were together in SAK, right? I mean, we chummed around a lot. So,
Chum? How old are you? Chum? Who's not chummed anymore?
Darn it, dag nabbit. I mean,
Chum.
All right, enough of the prospect for talk. Yeah, so we started up Mancinos, and then of course, Orsini, you joined us since then.
Word.
And the rest is history. And now, of course, we're Renatos. We had to change our name.
Because Gotti came back, said he wanted his fan back. We gave it to him.
Well, not really. I mean, he wanted to create another side of the Mancinos, but I figured that would just confuse everyone. So we went for our own identity instead of confusing the fuck out of everyone else out there.
Yes.
So that was a boring story. I know I didn't throw anything really exciting in there. No gunfire or explosion.
I mean, it's your fam history. I mean, you start off with families. You just tell us about what fams you've been in. I mean, we get to the, all the good stories later. I mean, yeah, Kai-san was a big. Sorry for the ambulance sirens out there. Wait, never mind. Fire truck sirens. Somebody's house is burning.
Whoa! I thought that was
somebody got mad at the Chicago Bulls game.
Well, yeah. It's so much heat here in Chicago since the Bulls are. Well, this is we just for everybody out there for time purposes. We're recording this part first, so you might hear me blurt out the Bulls Heat score since the Bulls are playing the Heat today. Bulls 74, Heat 59.
Yeah, what are you talking about? This is
Wow.
We already did the first part of the podcast. This is what are you talking about?
Dude.
People don't understand. Look, time space continuum confuses people. Not everyone's a Doctor Who fan. They don't understand how time works.
Look, I believe in a world where people are not like KTG. Okay, I believe that these people have minds of their own that they can depict whatever the hell we're talking.
You're gonna confuse the fuck out of some people when you post You're gonna post this as the second part, and they're gonna be confused as fuck. See, what people don't understand is time is not a essential thing for point A and point B. Really, time is more like a big ball of timey-wimey stuff.
Goodness.
Wimey stuff.
And,
here's the thing, man. We go
appreciate you dumbing it down for me.
First part anyway, pre-recorded or whatever. They do it on all the other podcasts.
I will say this: someone's gonna hear that line, especially one of my friends, and they're gonna get mad at me for saying that line.
What, timey-wimey?
That's
Yeah, it was terrible.
Before you go any further, that's a line from Doctor Who, so take it slow, people.
Oh, I feel like such a retardus. Oh, sorry, I had to get that in.
Cuxie's on fire today.
All right. Timey-wimey.
I like how you justify that by saying that was from Doctor Who. I didn't create that.
All right.
I'll have to Google that.
I got a question. Coxie.
Yeah.
Because we are going to talk about KTG earlier, or we already did, or you see, I'm already getting confused. Whatever. The point is, since KTG is one of our topics later, you're gone. My question to you is, why were you bowling with him, sir?
Oh, funny story. I popped in on one of our family members, Butterfly Girl, 27, and we started up a game, started bowling there. And KGG came in to see some other people in the bowling alley, and he came over and friendly challenge with his family member, which I can't remember the name, and
Yes, man.
Laura and myself. He does have a fam. I thought he was all alone because he would
Wait,
play.
wait, wait. Are you sure? Because I just think recall Cam. You might be able to back me up here. I just recall. Oh, fuck fams. Fams. He said fuck all fams. I'm a
Oh,
one man army.
I've
Yes.
seen him say that too. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Which is real funny because the last time, and I talked about this in episode 2, the last time he even saw me or you, Coxie, he randomly was going on a
Oh
rampage.
yeah, wasn't he?
And then Coxie's not saying anything, and he randomly goes, "Oh, fuck you, Coxie. You're a bitch
Yeah.
too."
You're lame. You're a bitch, a faker or something like that too. You're always fake. So I'm like, whoa, man, bad crack rock there, I guess. But
That
yeah,
crack rock.
It's our theory. That was our theory that he had a back piece of crap.
If I could say, I think this was episode 2. He has a stash of coke in the middle of the table. Didn't even have the decency to line it up. He just dumped his face in it and goes straight to
Miss.
PlayStation Home.
man, yeah, I can see that.
Oh,
So
speaking
yeah, I mean that was kind of it, and sad to say, and I know Arsene's going to bring it up if I don't. They had won against Laura and myself. I'm not a great bowler, but I was.
You're not
doing
a great anything. You're Canadian. We understand sports are not your thing,
Let
even
me
virtual
finish
sports.
the story before you start with the insults. So, anyways, but I mean, KTG was just. I think this was like the first time he's actually played bowling. It was bad, but he had a ringer with him, and the
But,
guy got
um,
255.
A ring.
He did.
KCG had a ringer.
Yeah, I think brought him in specifically just to humiliate me.
he had a ringer.
He did a bowling ringer.
And that's saying
I can just
something.
imagine. And this ringer in horrible bowling shoes. Like the Globetrotters music or something playing in the background, and they just walk up. This guy, we're gonna beat him, or whatever.
And here's the worst part about it. If anyone who knows Butterfly Girl, we'll let you know. Her and another person in our family, D. Lopez, they're in a bowling league on PS Home. So that's saying something that he had a ringer that could beat her.
Ringer. Oh my.
Ringer.
Yeah, bowling ringer. Yeah.
Surprises me.
Here first. Yeah. So.
Oh, they got a ringer. Who's the ringer? They didn't say anything about a ringer.
And I said that going in. I said no ringers, and he did. He had one.
Yeah.
KCG had a score of like 2.
Oh wow.
Gutter balls are still a ball, right?
Oh man.
KCG just has like 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0.
Oh,
on the last frame, one more.
Speaking of the man, the myth, and the legend, I'm sorry for interrupting. The man,
Breaking news.
the myth, the legend. He's standing right next to me here. Godfather 2 talking shit to someone.
Which account?
Can't kill KTG.
Oh, you easily can. Please, someone out there.
Well, speaking of that, we do have his phone number.
Yes, we
that
do.
Is that a name or a challenge?
I don't know. This might be earlier, for everyone to know, earlier, me and Cameron, the Godfather, just laughing at people as we do. And KTG talking to some person, he's like, he puts out a number. He's like, call me up. I'll let you know where to come. So, according to KTG, just in case, if anyone wants to know, his number is 323-303-2780. That number again is 323-303-2780.
Oh no, you didn't.
Oh, yes.
Operators are standing by.
Operators are standing by. If you want to talk to a coke addict who tries to look like a ghost rider in a leisure suit, leisure suit right now.
There you go.
Call that number. All right, let's get back to Coxie. Coxie, you say you were AK Selkat Amon Kel.
Kel, yeah.
Kai Sum's Ring of Idiots, basically.
Kai Sums. Well, she's under a different name now. I forgot.
That's Scorpion Goddess. That's
reasons being she says she was tired of the fam thing. But Coxie, why don't you tell us about? Well, why don't you tell us about your time in SAK FDM?
Oh, Jesus Christ. One of the first people I met there was Constantine 164. And I don't know if you've ever seen him around.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I don't know if he's.
Whoa, everything just went silent.
Yeah, surely did.
Well, what was I talking about? my time at SAK. Yeah, it was pretty structured. I'll tell you that. One of the things that Kaisan had, because of the big Egyptian theme, was everyone of any sort of ranking had to dress up as Egyptian gods. And there was an Egyptian pack out there, which you can still find on PlayStation Home if they haven't discontinued it, with like the raw head and other such Egyptian gods. You know, one's the head of an eagle, the head of a jackal, and all this other stuff.
Jackal.
Yeah.
Okay, my question is, was it a theme, or was it just that Kaisan was obsessed?
Well, it might have been a little bit from column A, a little bit from column B, but what I will say though is you know, looking back, it was unique, maybe a little bit crazy looking, but I mean, definitely nobody looked like SAK, and I think that was maybe her intention. But yeah, it was a little bizarre. I mean, because I think the first ranking I had, I had to wear a headdress that looked basically like an Egyptian toilet, and it was not flattering at all to show up at a place like this.
I recall a young Coxie on PS Home.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Running
yeah,
around.
me too. But those are on different times. I mean, if this was that time, we probably wouldn't be on this podcast.
Probably not.
Because at that time, as Orsini loves to say, I was FDM's public enemy.
Oh wow. Yeah, now everybody's FDM's public enemy. Actually, speaking of FDM, I was there. There was a group of them, Young B and Eddie, and of course Buck came in, and he had asked me, you know, and I just sort of out of the blue more than anything, why everyone who leaves FDM starts like a hate club for them, like they all hate them. And I said, I really can't tell you that. I mean, to me, it matters not. I mean, I was in SAK. I don't know what you guys really did there, but yeah, I noticed that everyone tends to dislike you guys as soon as they're out. So,
Okay, see, that's not true. Let me explain for
Yeah.
the people at home to understand. Here's what happened. Here's what led to that entire conversation. I was with Coxie at the time. This was after the update. This was, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday, whatever. And I went to watch the Tester 3 to do the quest thing.
Uh-huh.
And there, I was really bored, and I found Dark Kitty. Now, Dark Kitty to me is just a sad disgrace of a parent and a person.
Mother.
oh mother, father. Sorry, I was channeling the cat there, right? Sylvester's son. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And no, basically.
Oh my God! I'm sorry for interrupting.
Oh my God.
Oh,
What?
KTG says people love me.
Oh, he's just flat out his mind now.
Doggone it, I like me.
Diamond Dallas Page. You like me. You like you. Okay, back to the story. So basically, I see Dark Kitty, and she was back soon. So as a joke, what I wanted to do is I wanted to take a picture of my avatar dancing on top of her, making it look like she was sucking my dick, just because she pretty much is a whore. I mean, I normally don't say that to anyone, but her story is a little kind of proves me right. It just so happens that while I was taking the picture, she came back. So then she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Nothing, just having fun." And she's like, "Oh, you have to mess with me?" I'm like, "Mess with you?" Whatever. So I just go sit down. I see Young B come in. He walks around and then poofs. And apparently then they went to bitch
you
at
say-
Coxie.
You said poof or poops?
Waltz
Sorry.
No, I mean, he poofed. He might have
Oh, I
poofed.
pooped. Okay.
Squatted and just let the brown river flow.
Dropped a couple kids off at the pool. So, yeah, that must have been it, because he was talking about something, the fact that you were bugging. I think I saw one line about bugging a female or their family, but I didn't even. They didn't even say Dark Kitty.
Well, whatever. I mean, it's whatever. Then he goes, and then you told me that this week, Coxie tells me that he went. Why is it every time I find Orsini, he leaves? I'm like, it's like, dude, I've never poofed out when you're there. I never poof out when anyone at the end comes. You guys run from me. You guys talk shit about me in group chats. Even Bug has talked shit to other people who he thinks don't say shit, but he forgets. They come back to me.
Who does?
Well, that's the thing. You got to be careful what you say on there because shit goes around, right? I mean, and of course the big thing is now people take pictures. They've got their phone ready or whatever, but taking the pictures of the chat log.
Mm-hmm.
And because some of the shit just sounds so outlandish, you don't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. And for FYI, for the FDM members, and I'm pretty sure we'll eventually find this podcast and we'll listen to it. Just so you all know, none of us hate FTM. We could care less about FTM. I don't know what Buck is thinking. We could care less about anyone in FTM. We just don't like Buck and Young B. It's not anyone else. We just don't like them.
Hey, speak for yourself. I find it comical.
Well, Cam finds it comical, but for me at least, I don't like Buck. He's ignorant, he's an asshole, and he's a worthless father and husband. And Young B,
Garcia.
Roland Garcia, that's right. And once again, his YouTube link is on screen right now. I mean, his Facebook is on screen right now. But yeah, for me, it's like Buck is ignorant, stupid, hateful, and a horrible husband and father. And Young B is everything wrong with society. Ignorant, stupid, lazy, a false sense of accomplishment. And of course, because every motherfucker who's a quarter black thinks they're a rapper. No offense to the black community. No offense to the black community.
He said a quarter black, just 25%.
I don't know. I think I made a comment earlier about black, like ghetto black people, and I'm like, don't get me wrong. I have a lot of black. I do a podcast with a black guy. I have nothing wrong with black people. I hate overly ghetto people. I don't care if they're black, white, Latino. I hate overly ghetto people. You're everything that's wrong with this world.
You think a lot of them are making it up? I mean, they're really sort of, yeah. I mean, they're embellishing that.
This is South Florida. Do you know how many people walk around black, white with that fake ghetto shit, and then whenever they get into real trouble, you see them snap out of it?
Yeah, those are your posers.
All right, wait, Coxie. I want you to tell him, because, mind you, this is stupid that Kai-Sum would talk to me, because apparently she hasn't realized it. And sweetheart, if you're listening, realize this. I don't like you. Stop talking to me. If you don't, maybe no one remembers this, but if anyone remembers back in the day on PSHT, there was a person who made an account, called it, and then basically was an account with pictures of Kai with a pig face on it and dildos, and it just
Jesus,
and all these horrible stories. That was me, idiots.
Jesus.
Well, I just got one question for you, Orsini, and I think Coxie would love to hear the answer of this. Is the reason why you've done that is because she, for the longest time that she's known you, she has called you Orson?
Oh my God!
We're calling Orson.
This is the thing that pisses me off. Okay, this is why people don't understand why I'm like, guys. When I first met her, she gave me this whole little thing like this. Oh, I am very important here, and you need to respect me. Like, I didn't know this bitch for 5 minutes. I don't like that in people. I don't like that at all. And basically, that was her the entire, and I hated her. And then, even though I was cool with people calling me Sini, S-I-N-I, since my name is Orsini. Or Orsini. She was the only person, the one thing I said is, please don't call me Orson. I don't like that. If you're gonna say 2 fucking syllables, you can at least sound out the last I. And she would always call me Orson. I literally said it like 3 times. Don't call me Orson. Call me Orsini. Call me O. And this bitch would not fucking listen.
And she said, okay, Orson.
Exactly! But no, the reason I fucking did that page was because she was a bitch. She was a general bitch. I didn't like her. I didn't like anything she was about. I didn't like the shit she would say behind my back. to other FDM members who would tell me. So I made that page. And for all you fucking idiots, my nickname for the past 5 years has been Big O. The account name was called Big Ghost with a capital O, you stupid idiots.
There was a hint and a half right there.
Cam understood it. Cam knew immediately. A bunch of people, smart people, knew immediately. You know who didn't? Everyone in FDM. What does that tell you? Everyone in FDM was stupid.
All right. Now after the FDM bashing,
After the hate comes the love.
and now let's get back to Coxie, our special guest here tonight. He's told us about his time at SAK, which was FDM. Go ahead.
All right, my question. Can you please explain to them? Because my thing was that Kai-Sum was a guy, and you had a theory on that. Can you please tell the people the theory of who you thought Kai-Sum was?
Oh, my theory.
Yes.
Well, I had thought that perhaps she was, and she always had stories about a gay brother, right, who she fully supported and seemed very supportive of. And one of my theories was perhaps she actually was the brother. You know, I mean, there was just so much experience there, and Kai had a deep voice. You know.
No. We're not talking deep. We're talking like imagine Cam 120 trying to talk a little bit like a girl.
Okay, let's not imagine it. Let's see it come. Let's see it happen.
Okay, let's do that.
Hi guys.
You are gay.
A little less gay, man. A little less gay.
Look, dude. What do you expect a man that's trying to talk like a woman to be? Gay or not? That I guess that's how. I guess that's as high as I can go, man, without being comical.
But yeah. No, my favorite thing about I just always thought because Kai-Sum for months, I hate like this. She had this bad sense of accomplishment. She always met with that fit. No one had any proof. I've met Egyptian people, and I've seen a supposed picture of Kai-Sum, and I still have that supposed picture. Well, I have the one where I put the pig's face on top of it. That's not the point. The point is, she always talking about, oh, I'm royalty, I'm Egyptian royalty. I've met Egyptian people. Bitch, you're white. You're whiter than Coxie. Okay, one. And two, the one thing I asked is, like, I think I said this like 8 times, like, proof. Give me some fucking proof. Give me some paperwork, some birth certificate, something. How the fuck does some random chick end up being Egyptian royalty? And if you are Egyptian royalty, bitch, why is the only picture anyone ever saw of you is of you looking with some raggedy ass clothing? Explain that to me. You're some type of royalty.
Is it like a book picture?
I'll send you the picture. We'll post it. The picture will be on your screen.
Actually.
Don't worry. For the people
back in my
picture
FDM
will
days,
be on your screen.
I mean, I've seen a lot of pictures of Kai-Sum back in my FDM days.
Yeah, I hate it. I don't know. I loved it though. I put her in her place. And if anyone wants to read the shit I wrote back then, feel free to message me. I will send it to you.
All right, but I really want to hear Coxie's answer to this question. I want to ask him.
Yeah.
SAK, part of FDM, and at that time, at the time, I'm still a founding father of SOT, but we were all against each other, basically. What was happening behind the scenes during that time when SOT and FDM were at each other's pixel throats day in and day out?
Well, I think one of the things that had happened, now, of course, my recollection is kind of foggy on the whole thing, but I think that Kai had believed that SAK had grown big enough and independent enough to sort of break away from FDM. Now, initially she had talked to Buck and said, this is what we want to do. We want to sort of break away. We'll still, be allies kind of thing. Something like that. I'm not sure if allies was the right word. But he had given her his blessing to do that. Now, as the story goes, as Kai-Sam's story goes, when, that happened, Buck started, bashing her and, the rest of the crew, of course, Young B and a few others, were saying that, she turned their back to them and et cetera, et cetera. So that pissed her off. And if you know Kai saw, most things did piss her off. So,
Exactly.
I had, although in the end, I mean, I did have it out with Kai for, I don't know, something I think she flew off the handle for, as was, known to happen. But hey, I don't have anything now bad to say about her. It was everything is
I
an
do.
experience on this play. I know you have a lot of bad things to say about everyone, but
Well, look, all I'm saying is the bitch was crazy. Okay.
Oh wow.
No. Let me
All
give
right,
you the insider story because I was in FDM. I had hands in both sides. All right. Now here's what really happened. Let me change. This is what really happened as I have hands in both, and this is how it happened. Kaisa went and told Buck that she wanted to separate. Now, which Buck was initially cool with, but she ended by saying that she feels that SAK has grown beyond FDM and has become its own thing beyond the available grasp of FDM or whatever crazy wannabe word she used. That pissed off Buck, but he was cool with it. But Buck, he can't just let shit go. Just like everything else, when anyone leaves FDM, it leaves a bad taste in his mouth because Buck thinks he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. So even when he kicks someone out, he just feels bad that they just randomly go, okay, whatever. So he just starts shit talking. Obviously, young B straddles his cock. He's on Uncle Buck's cock every moment. So he starts talking shit. And then everyone else at the time were so afraid of getting in trouble that they just followed the fucking pact. And they just started shit talking, which let the shit go off. And then Kaisum obviously flew off the handle, and boom, the rest is fucking history.
and there you go.
All right, but before all of that,
Before all that,
with the whole SOTFDM drama, with everything that's happened when they got JD in the clubhouse, when I infiltrated FDM through SAK, actually, basically making it seem like Xanners was in cahoots with me.
I remember this. This I
What
recall.
happened in those times? Like, what was the mood? What was going on?
Cam, might I say, one of your best work.
Thank you. But what was going on?
I think one of the things too, that one of the recurring themes with Kai was she just could not stand JD. I mean, she
never could.
No, and it was something she couldn't get beyond either. I don't know what the history was there, but that's just the way it was. So anything having to do with Sote was,
Oh my god!
Like devil worshipping.
Yeah, it was just hate. So at the time, I think when all that was going on, we were there to support FDM, right?
Of course.
And we were called upon whenever there was any sort of battle going on, Godfather 2, and there was a lot. As you recall, there was like tons of green and
of course.
some purple. And we would show up and lay our support as best as possible. But, I mean, not everyone was on. So we had a lot of different... I mean, people went through the doors. I don't know if that was K-Som's issue or not, whether she lost control of people. But I think natively, in the families, people just do tend to come in and they do their thing and they kind of move out.
I mean, for me, at this point, and Cam can back me up here, like before this, the Sodi thing, the line was clear, which was you do this thing for disagreements, yes, but it wasn't serious. Like, and I've said this 100 times before. During those battles, you would see me, Cam, and me, and we would just be tearing it up, like just saying these horrible things to each other. At the same time, I'm also on the phone with Cam, chatting up. So what's up? What you doing? You're watching the football game. That's what's up. And the problem was at this time, Kai-Sum, Buck, and even maybe John Dillinger. I don't even know. I can't answer for John Dillinger. But it just seemed like that was the point where they started losing their sanity and started taking this shit too seriously.
Understandable. I agree. They did take it a little too seriously. Buck, mostly, actually.
Oh, yeah.
John Dillinger's in. I mean, I can speak for that because I was there, during that whole time. Yeah, he wanted to, the mission was clear. Weaken FDM, Basically, try and take them out. If not, hell, weakening them is just as good too. Embarrassing them is just as good.
Yeah, I mean, I
That,
always, I will
that,
say this, John Dillinger, because I know you're a big fan of this podcast. I would just like to, if you remember that moment where I was at your place and you told me that I'd be better off in solo take. Let me just say, if you would have just offered me a PSN card, I would have shanghaied so quick.
Orsini's
yes.
very cheap that way.
Hey,
Yeah.
we don't pay for people to play here. We're not at speaking for
Now they do. Are you kidding
we
me?
don't pay for people to play. Well, we
I
did
just got
what they do
this
now.
is this is how sad this is. I got a text earlier from a person who's had my number for months now, but I haven't talked to him. And apparently, I'm not gonna say we're fam up top. His leaders wanted me, well, because he spoke up for me and or something like that, and then he wanted to hire me as a spy for another fam. I'm like, nope. And he said, "I'll give you $150." I'm like, what?
Isn't that sweet?
Like, I literally said no. He's like, how about $150 in PSN money? I'm just like,
That's he's trying to drive a hard bargain, man.
That's a hard bargain, but I mean, these are the people you don't trust. I mean, how would you trust them to actually collect after that?
Exactly.
because I'd whip his ass. Are you kidding me? The guy only lives in fucking,
California.
Georgia.
Oh, who lives in Georgia?
And the guy who wanted to hire me in
Oh,
Umto, that fam I'm not going to name, Umto. That's UMTO.
I'm told.
Now, what's
And-
that?
And he knows I'll whip his ass. I'll go over to Georgia just to whip his ass for money.
You'll take the midnight train to Georgia.
Oh, there you go.
There you go, Cam 120.
Sweetness.
It's just a good day, man. Just good day all around. Anyway, so Coxie being around during the heyday of FDM having SAK, SWS, having their problems against Blue Giovanni, which was led by Julius Johnson, JJ Swag on it.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Let's see, during the time where I was pro FDM and making FDMA the main fighting force of FDM.
I would also like to bring up once again, if you see the video I think Young B posted about the history of FDM, they use a picture with Cam from FDMA.
Yes, they did. Yes.
And they also use a picture from their little Purple Empire shit. And you can see, if you look carefully, you will see my avatar, Boss Frost's avatar, people who are supposedly hate them, and we were there just to show respect. But they don't remember that shit.
Well, just basically say it's all FDM. Now, since we were there at that time, and I believe councils were in effect because it was fight night, and all that, the commissions, the councils and all. Compared to now, do you think that being in a fam was better then?
Well, I think it was certainly more exciting then, if you want to call it that. I mean, everyone got their 2 cents worth in terms of, taking a jab or two at everyone else. And, there were, like you said, the organized councils, the structures, and, the little wars that were happening. Now, I mean, you just got a couple families that seem to be battling it out, and everyone is just more interested with creating their own fam. I was a part of a fam, I'm going to be Dawn of something else I'm creating.
Well, I mean, all I'm saying is, Coxie, you could be Dawn. I'm just saying, I've been there before. I've reached the mountaintop once. I took the gold from Lex Luger. After that, I'm going after Hulk Hogan, that nigga. Just saying, you could. I mean, I love being underboss, but, Don Orsini.
Don Orsini.
Don Orsini.
What will the world be coming to when that happens?
It'd be a better world.
Not in your lifetime, man. So, anyways, moving on.
I don't know, but I will say this. For me, it was, people ask me why I do this shit, and some of my friends who listen to the podcast and they have no idea what's going on, they ask me, why do you do it? I'm like, because there was a system before. There was a system, and it was a whole, it was a game. We had a system set up to play a game. And if you watch it nowadays, it's just these idiots shit-talking. It's turning to YouTube with freaking avatars.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, that's a good call on it, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we did it. I mean, we got big 120 clips, but hell, we're not fighting anybody unless it's brought to us.
we're filming everybody else doing what they normally do in PlayStation Home at Godfather 2.
Yeah. I have a few people that don't like me.
On
I have a
tech.
few people that don't like me because they see me attacking these people, and I'm like, be there 5 minutes before. When I'm sitting there doing nothing, and some random idiot starts shit with me. Like, I don't do anything to anyone. They just, they try to get slick with me. They don't know my IQ is twice what theirs is.
Pretty much, my friend.
Unless you're talking about KTG, which in his case, my IQ is, well, his is 1. So.
And I would like to say, this is going to be the greatest podcast ever.
Ever.
Want to know why I'm saying this would be the greatest podcast ever?
Why, Cam?
Because at the end of this podcast, you will hear Orsini65 say for the first time ever, "Go Bulls."
Actually, it's not the first time ever. You forget I was a fan of.
Okay. I'm talking in this lifetime where the Heat has the big three and all this artsy shit.
But it's not a lifetime because I've been alive. So
okay,
it's not.
You know what? For the first time since the Bulls and the Heat had this strong ass rivalry, he's gonna say it.
Wait, but no, Cam, you don't understand. It's not gonna happen though.
It's happening, man. 18 seconds. Bulls ball. We're up by 4. It's happening.
You're about to see something amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna see the joke. Oh, that's not amazing. That's look, he fell.
Who fell?
We're gonna hear him say it.
It's not gonna happen.
It's happening.
This podcast is gonna end with me saying,
I'm never gonna post a podcast. I'm gonna hold the podcast from ransom.
Yeah.
And you'll see me post my own episode.
Huh?
You'll see me post my own episode. Big120Way podcast. Cam 120 couldn't be with us today. He was busy at his gay convention. He's testing the dildos.
Well, how about just saying something like this news reporter said on the show? He was like, "Oh, sorry, my co-host couldn't be here today. He was murdered and set on fire while celebrating his birthday."
Hi, Cam 120 couldn't be with us today because he was murdered at a KKK rally.
No, you don't get the joke. The thing is, he didn't transition it right. He transitioned from, he basically said that his co-host couldn't be there, and then he went straight to a news story without a transition.
I don't care. Point is, Cam 120 couldn't be with us today because he was murdered at a KKK rally because he wanted to make some s'mores.
Rally?
S'mores?
S'mores?
With chocolate marshmallows, no less.
All right, now we are spiraling out of control. All right, so yeah, back then, yeah, it was exciting. It was structured. It had a better system than it is today. I mean, at least, well, it was still home nonetheless, but at least
it was at least contained though.
Something, if you can say that.
But the thing is, it was contained. Okay, there would be days where, like when FTM was fighting H&H, and I would see those same people. You know, we would go out to the Godfather, and we would go at it. You know, boom, throwing out words like like this, like that, bam, bam, bam. And then 20 minutes later, fast forward, I'm sitting at Central Plaza, good old Central Plaza.
Oh, good old Central Plaza.
Good old Central Plaza.
Okay, and those same people would be there, and we'd be chatting, we'd be laughing. In fact, there was some people in H&H that after battling, we would go play like Tekken 6 and just chill.
Right.
Now you have, like at least for me, people that don't like me, they don't realize like I got in trouble with some not really some Earn guys were being a douchebag to this girl.
Earn.
What? I'm not gonna call anyone your N. It's Umto, it's Sote.
Oh my God! Come on, you Earn Umto, Sote. So what are you gonna call TRM? Term?
Thank you. There it is. Term. Fuck Term. Term has the weakest members I've ever seen.
Term.
But yeah, basically my thing is, and they got mad at me, and I started getting messages from I think of some leader. I think they said that oh you should never attack our people. We have done nothing against you. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck about you. These guys were being disrespectful to a girl, a 14-year-old girl. I don't give a fuck who you are. That's wrong. It's like it's never serious. But these guys take it fucking seriously, and then they start doing some crazy shit. I'll go fight you. This is my address. Come fuck me. Oh.
Yeah, what was that? Yeah.
Talking about some, give me your address, I'll show up to your house, give me your phone number, all that stuff, going out of the element of home. And
Or
if you actually meet somebody in real life, will you really fight them
I have.
over PlayStation Home? That is the question.
You have.
I actually have. I actually found the guy who was shit talking me, and his gamer tag was 305. And the thing is, I told him like, "Where the fuck do you live, asshole?" And he's like, "Oh, I live in Fort Lauderdale." I'm like, "I live in Kendall, bitch. Let's make this happen." And he quickly shut. You have never seen. You will never see anyone on PS Home shut up so quickly when they hear that shit. The second I said, "Motherfucker, what is your address?" he shut the fuck up so quickly.
But that is my main question. Who would actually fight someone outside in
Me.
real life
Oh, I'll
over a
fucking
home
take something down.
situation? And it doesn't even have to be about a girl. It could be about your pop-up color.
For me, I would never start a fight for something stupid like that. But if someone got stupid enough to come find me,
Over a pop-up color.
I'll beat their
Over
ass.
a fam affiliation. You rep UNTO. I'm going to come to your house and beat your ass where you live at.
And see, that's the and you know what? If someone were crazy enough to come find me, I'll just if I can't take them alone, I'll go find Bob the Devil and the Hard Way. One lives in the north side of Florida, I think, and I think the other one lives on the. I'm in Miami. I think he lives on the other side of the state. Like I'm in the east. He's in the west side of Florida. I'll go find them. Bob, if you're out there, I'm coming over to visit you. I'm gonna bring beers. I'm gonna take a picture.
Yeah.
Friends forever. Orsini and Bob.
Send a little Florida postcard.
All right, now,
the KTG, to Puck, and Young B. Because we all know all three are afraid of them.
But all right, well, what I was about to say here. Oh yeah. All right, now from all the from the FDM drama and how home fams used to be to now, and now you run your own fam, the Renatos.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't run it. Let's be realistic. Orsini runs it. Okay, let's be real here.
All right, now that we have the Don and Underboss connection right here, I got a question. How does it feel to be working close with a guy whose ego is as big as that title belt that he's holding in his picture?
Well, I didn't know it was as colossal as it is. As a matter of fact, I think it's got its own zip code. But Orsini is a good guy, and one of the things that I've always recognized is you've said it yourself, Orsini. You would go down with the ship. Once you've committed to something and you believe in it, that's it. It's the end of story. I mean, it's your thing. And that's why it's always, it's always been an honor to have you on board. I know we have had some of our.
I feel like fast forward 24 hours, Cam's gonna be editing this. He's gonna put some patriotic music in the background.
Yes, I'm gonna put some music.
We have had some problems with that in the past. I know, because you like to tease. I mean, you know what? With my friends in high school, it's all we did is cut each other up. It was like Cartman and the guys from South Park.
Well, you're Canadian, so
yeah. Well, hey,
you used to it young.
Put it in context with all the snow there. Yeah, it's kind of like South Park. Suck my balls. So, but I mean, no, it's I get it, but some people, they're a little bit more sensitive. So, I think Orsini does tone it down once in a while.
Well, the reason is, and people don't ever understand why, and I had this some members in FDM where they're like, where did this ego come from? And here's the truth of it, people. I control my ego. When I first joined the Mancinos at the time, like I was, obviously I didn't know many of the people, so I wasn't I'm not gonna be all out because that's how I get haters. So I toned it down. Get your shit together. There are rules. I did the same thing in FDM.
Right. Correct.
When people get to know me and they become my friends, like this is me every day.
Right. Orsini's a good guy. Crack some jokes. Have a beer with the guy. Pretty cool.
Have a beer with the guy?
Yeah, have a
Cam, have
beer.
some beers.
Yeah, no Guinness, but have a beer.
Cam, I'm gonna come visit you. I'm gonna come visit you very soon.
You can give me Sam Adams.
Guinness. No, it's all Guinness.
You could give me Samuel Jackson's, but don't give me.
How's it taste, motherfucker?
He needs to really that. By the way, Samuel Jackson's was subtle. Really,
It's made with hops and other shit. That's good.
it's made with hops and other shit.
I might be right, might be wrong. Who gives a fuck? Wait, no. My only other favorite Samuel Adams rip is the one on Family Guy about Samuel Adams. It's 10 in the morning. I'll also have a Samuel Adams. Me too.
All right, now I'm going to say this. Say it, Orsini.
Never.
Say it.
Not today.
Game
Never.
over. Bulls win.
Not happening.
We have
He's not doing it.
Nope. John Lucas, the dude who LeBron James dunked all over, get over 20 points. The leading scorer and player of the game for tonight. The shortest guy on the court. Shitting on the Miami Heat.
I once got banned from a Miami Heat forum, because I kept writing bench LeBron. For like 3 days. I'm just like, bench him.
And by the way, there's one guy who just walked out with his head in shame as the little guy John Lucas cheered. His name is LeBron James.
Hey, all I'm saying is, man, and I think I said this after the NBA Finals last year, Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade completely pissed. LeBron, whatever. Nigga, 12 points? LeBron, 12 points? The fuck out of my city.
Oh, shit. I'm just happy right now. Bulls win.
Which we both know you're not going to go all the way and win.
Oh, just like LeBron and the Miami Heat did?
We made it to the NBA Finals.
But did
You're
you
not going to make it there.
The NBA Finals?
At least we were there.
Did you lose to a German guy named Dirk Nowitzki and a legend in Jason Terry and Jason Kidd?
Not that much of a legend. Let's not stretch it here. Whatever. I hope they bench him. I think I said this 100 times, man. I'm like, bench him. Bench him for 8 games. See how his attitude changes. Bench him. Take someone who gets like 8 points a game, make him a starter, and you'll see how his attitude changes.
Yeah. All the guys that don't get much time, they're hungry for it. All right, Coxie.
Yeah.
Now. And you're here at the Godfather.
I am. I showed up here, and I noticed there's a guy named Urethra. I mean,
yes, I was just about to say that.
Where the fuck do people get their names from?
He can suck my coccyx.
Urethra.
Urethra.
It's crawling up my urethra. It's crawling up my urethra and singing.
No, that's Urethra Franklin. Sorry.
Not Aretha, urethra, like I have a
Urethra Franklin. Oh, that lady.
What?
Puns. Yeah, we could just sit here for the next hour making puns. Can't wait.
Actually, speaking of way back when, do you remember when the old rivalries between the known families on Godfather 2 at home? I think that was kind of the difference too. You knew who the players were. Now you walk in here and everyone's making their own family up. There's
yeah. Because you only had a few fams, and then the others were just these groups of little kids or noobs, and those would be gone in like a day and a half. But then now you have so many idiots, and because the rulebook was thrown away, now you get like 20 fams of people that don't even know what they're doing. 1, 2 are either little kids or dumbasses, and it's a waste of time.
Well, I think that's it too. I mean, you touched on that as well with little kids. Way back when, PlayStation 3s were pretty expensive. And I don't think you got a lot of families getting it for their children, right? So I mean, now you got little 12-year-olds that have their own families on home. And I mean, you do have a shitload of kids in here that just didn't have that demographic way back.
And I blame Sony. I blame them because they could have kept it contained, but then they made this more kid friendly and shit like that. It's like, no.
Yeah, dude, like seriously, PlayStation Home, it's not really.
Not really
kid friendly. It's not.
No,
I
it's not.
recall a beta, like an open beta agreement. I've been a part of a few. I recall that you had to be 18 and over to fucking accept it.
Yeah.
Ah, it's true, isn't it?
So where
And
did
all
it
I'm
all
saying
go
is, if
from?
you're a little kid out there, if you're 12, 13, if you're gonna act like an a-hole, you're gonna act like a big guy, don't get mad when you run into Orsini 65 and he makes you cry.
Yeah, he's famous for making.
Coxie, do you remember? Oh my God, Coxie, do you
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
what? Since I'm in Hudson, you remember when we were in Hudson Gate and there was this kid who was trying to be big, and I just kept talking way too fast, and he's like, "Oh, you know what? You're an idiot," and just runs away.
Yeah, I do.
Here's what happened. Okay, and Coxie can back this up. I think he was trying to flirt, and at the same time, he was trying to be tough. Me, I don't stand for either one, and then because I figured out he was a little kid, and I just kept making quick jokes, just typing quick jokes. Bam, your mama this, your mama that.
Yo,
Quick,
mama, this.
I literally said that. Like I said, your mama's blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what I said, but because he couldn't think of anything, and I just kept coming back, he got so many. He's like, you know what? You're an idiot, and just
You're stupid.
yeah, exactly. Just one of those, and just runs away.
He just runs away.
And I basically sat there going, and I told, and Laura, and it was me, Coxie, Butterfly Girl, and I think Starshine. I basically said, I just made that little kid cry.
And that's interesting too. I mean, you talk about that making a little kid cry because on home here, you don't know. I mean, everyone looks the same. I mean, we all look like we're 25, 30 on here, right? So I mean, when somebody comes up and
Coxie, how old
starts,
are you really? How old are you?
what?
What exactly?
What?
No, I'm an elder here, I guess.
Are you older than Bob the Devil?
I don't know how old I could be.
Wait,
I could be. I'm 44 years old.
Wait,
There
Cam,
you
what
go.
was it? What was it after the final J thing that came in going, I'm the oldest guy in PS Home? Who was that?
That was none other than the man, the Brian Scalabrine of PlayStation Home.
The
TV.
Brian
He has reached Scalabrini status.
It was okay. It was who?
KTG.
How old is KTG?
I don't know, but he looks old.
He looks old.
He does. For anyone who's seen a picture of him, he looks old as shit.
He looks short and old, and
He's like an old leprechaun. An old drunk leprechaun.
drunk. Oh shit!
Or like Red Fox.
At least Red Fox had talent.
He did.
Oh,
Rest in peace.
oh man. Oh man, you better hope no one likes Red Fox, Coxie. People, remember that's Coxie 3. That's COXY.
I'm just gonna let you know all the older black people who've watched Sanford and Son in their childhoods, they're gonna be coming for him.
I loved Sanford and Son. I used to watch it.
I still watch that.
It's true.
Oh well.
Not me.
No, that was
the
it.
Jeffersons.
The
Right,
Jeffersons.
take what we want. We take,
That's what we
and after we take PlayStation Home and the servers, we want the gold.
We want the gold.
The gold suit, sucker.
KTG, we coming for you, nigga.
He doesn't have a gold suit.
He doesn't have a gold anything, dude. He doesn't even have like
Why are we coming?
yellow underwear. He has white underwears that have pea stains on them, but that's
There's gold. There's some gold there.
All right, well, since we're here, let's get into something. Because I got into, like, earlier today at the Great Edo of Nippon, got into a little, argument. Well, I wouldn't say argument, but I guess these two so-called girls were trying to troll.
So-called.
Yeah, so-called. I mean,
Coxie, as well as I do, you can never be sure anymore.
you can never be sure about this anymore. These so-called girls are trying to, outwit people. And so they felt that they could try and outwit myself. And when Orsini came, they tried to think they'd do the same to him. Didn't work.
Mind you, all I said was one 4-syllable word, and the girl, mind you, it was nothing negative. I just put one 4-syllable word to end the sentence, and she's like, "Oh, that's a big word for you, Orsini." And I'm just like, and her name was Jackie, and I called her, and all I said was, "Jacqueline, no need to be a bitch." And she didn't talk to me after that.
And they tried to focus on me like, oh, you're hypocritical. You say you don't care about clothes on home, which is the subject I'm getting to. You don't say you don't care about clothes on home, but you bought it. Well, just because I bought it doesn't mean I have to care for it. There is a storage section in wardrobe. That's
Yeah, like
what
people
it's
tell
for.
me, yeah, and this is for noobs too. Like noobs, if you see me, and I've had noobs tell me this, like, "Oh no, I don't care about clothing." Yes, you do. If you're hating on me for what I'm wearing, yes, you do. You hate that I have money.
Noobs, yes, but people with clothes, they really don't care.
I don't. Okay, for everyone to know, I have 7 outfits that I use saved on my. There's one for Monday, one for Tuesday, one for Wednesday, one for Thursday, one for Friday, one for Saturday, and then my suit for Sunday. And that's my basic thing. That's what I basically wear. Why? Because I don't give a fuck.
I'll just mix it up with whatever the hell I have. But what I want to ask is,
Yeah, yeah, with that
when
faggot
it
ass
comes to
cardigan.
PS home clothing, and it does tie into, like, it does also jump into how people live their lives. Do you think when people buy their clothes, do you think they buy it just to buy them, like myself, who really doesn't care, or do you think they really carefully buy stuff just to make them look good and make
Nah,
them feel popular
hell no.
on here?
No one does that.
I think a lot of people do that.
Surprised. You'd be surprised. You say no one does that. Do I need to say Young B?
Oh my god. This
Mr.
suit, this part cost me
$120
this, and I
outfit.
bought this for that. And for my PS Move
The,
1 year
the
thing that
PS
cost me
Plus
this,
is
my
worth
suit cost
$50 itself.
$170.
You're doing a stupid voice.
That's what he sounds like in my head. I told this to Cam. Cam could not believe me. And basically, I'm setting Godfather, and then like 4 steps under me is Johnny D and Young B. And Young B's wearing the different parts from all the really expensive suits from exclusives that I've said are the biggest waste of money. And he has different parts on.
Yeah.
Plus he's like, oh, this suit cost me $80. I got this for this and this for that. He's like, oh, if I put on the PS Plus icon for the 1 year thing, if you pay for a 1 year PS Plus, it gives you these things on home. He's like, if I wear that, this suit is $170, and I'm like, really?
Wait a
Out
minute.
of that?
Wow.
I'm sorry to cut it off right there, but that will be 100 something bucks Canadian. What is the exchange rate of $1 in America for Canada?
Dollar.
Like, if you take $1 to Canada and
It's $1.
how much would it be? Just a regular dollar?
It's $1.
Just a regular dollar. $1 for $1.
Sure.
Nothing's higher, nothing's lower, because America can't.
Pretty much. It's
Speaking of that, I have a Canadian penny. Don't ask me how I found that in South Florida.
I
My
get
question
Canadian
is-
pennies all the time.
And you know what? They're the same size, and that's what I realized. They're the same size and the same color. My question is, can someone tell me why Elizabeth II is on the penny? If anyone's out there, can you explain to me why the Canadian penny has Elizabeth II?
she has a very big ego.
So do I.
I know.
And
Yeah,
I should
you would
be.
love if your face was on.
Can
it.
I be on money, please? One
Oh,
day.
God.
Can someone
Look,
just
you can
put my face
Photoshop
on
yourself on money.
Can I have the $3.50? Like a $3.50 bill?
$3.50 bill.
Now, when it comes to clothes, guys or girls, I mean, girls love to coordinate. Guys too, but some just like to do whatever the hell they want. Like me, I'll pop up in a butcher outfit.
The only person who
that
sat,
ass.
the only as far from any one of my friends list, and I have a full friends list. The only person I know has sat there and thought about what they're buying is me, because I sat there knowing that what I want to do is just get an outfit for every day of the week. I sat there looking at different clothing and mixing and matching. I'm the only person who thought that out. I have people Starshine and Butterfly Girl. They just buy random shit, and I see them wearing it once, never see it again. I'm like, that's a waste of money. You can buy video games with that shit.
It's the difference, girls and guys, man.
And Cam, you walk around that ugly ass cardigan.
That was only the one time you seen me in the.
Oh, but it was
you
disgusting.
want to call it ugly? You want to call it ugly and disgusting because it wasn't your color,
Dude, it was
your preferred color.
I mean,
It was
I just buy
disgusting.
stuff to match my pop. Sometimes I buy it to match a pop-up color. Sometimes I buy it to
Like
whatever color it is.
that Adidas sweatsuit.
Oh, the Adidas. Hey, I just bought the whole Adidas thing because I like Adidas. I mean, if you had seen some, I got a Twitter, World Wide Web K. Uh, I have
And
these
you say I have
Adidas.
an ego.
I have these Adidas shirts that I did a twit pick on, and they're one is cream with black lettering, one is gray with red lettering, and they both say the same thing: Adidas is the shit. No censorship. It's an actual Adidas shirt that says Adidas is the shit. Don't ask me why Adidas is cursing on stuff now. They're just doing it.
I have a question. Galaxy.
And I love
Yeah.
it. That's why I bought.
Can you comment on why I keep calling Lunar Blood Kaisam 2.0?
It's probably the ego. You know, I'm guessing. Hey,
Oh,
whoa, whoa. Okay. Um, I don't know. When was the last time we've even seen her?
When you were playing KTG, she was bowling with
Yeah,
Mad Dog, who's
I know.
married
Well,
to
she was
Butterfly Girl.
inadvertently in there. I think that was the first time I've seen her
Nope.
for ages.
Actually, from what I understand, they're actually friends. KTG and I might be wrong, but
Okay.
I heard.
Well, that says something, doesn't it?
That's that says everything. If y'all ever meet Lunar Blood, you want to know what type of person she is. She's friends with KTG. That's all you need to know.
oh man.
Ah,
Yeah, me and like I said, Coxie and I are here in The Godfather. We're talking about everything that's changing. If we want to talk about
Times are changing.
like yeah, everybody's an individual. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody's an individual.
Well, that's human. That's
But when
humans
you're
in
on
general.
home asking dumb questions like the following: what kind of black guy listens to rock and roll? And this one, what man stands at attention? You really need your head checked.
You really do. Mind you, when Cam told me that someone said that to him, I said, "Are they stupid and racist?" And I will say this: if you all don't know the history of rock and roll, it was invented by black people.
It's true.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But what can then the answer to what kind of man stands at attention? Let's see.
Anyone who's been in military, trained,
Military,
Yep.
security guards, even.
yeah. Anybody that's trained in some form of service of protecting, they stand at attention, or you know
Yeah,
how to
cops,
fucking respect.
cops, even freaking firefighters. Yeah.
That's the answer. If you feel the need to ask a question like that, please,
Please jump off the roof of your house.
or
Dive head
or,
first.
or do this: join the
Which
military
side?
and get put in frontline infantry, and don't
Frontline infantry. Anyone remember that episode of The Simpsons?
frontline
We-
infantry, frontline infantry, Coast
Frontline
Guard, Navy, frontline infantry.
Coast Guard.
You make me sick. Frontline infantry.
Where do they find these idiots? We must, and then they take all of them except Homer and a certain few. We must be the special group. They look, the guys are drooling and shit.
Oh
One guy takes the ring off a grenade. He's like, "This grenade don't propose to me."
oh wow. Cletus the slack jawed yokel.
Lead is the slap. That's how I think of Coxie 3D.
Did we get cut off again?
Nope.
Yeah.
Cam, you're on point with that shit too. That's the funniest shit. Is Cam is on point with that shit.
I love that shit now.
That's making me want to watch some old school Nickelodeon, yeah.
Technical difficulties. Gotta love them.
Well,
Wow. Yeah. Well, that sucks.
You got anything to ask or any or anything to add?
I do have a question. My question is, Coxie, do
Yeah.
Canadians in fact wake up
Believe in-
and just drink straight maple syrup?
Well, it depends. If it's been a particularly difficult night of drinking, you know, the sugar into the body, that's the fastest way to get it into you. So,
I
yeah.
love how you thought
straight.
this. I love how you have an explanation.
Oh God.
Like reasons. Well, if this is
Well, there's a lot of science that goes into it. Canadian science, which involves a lot of hockey sticks and beavers, and not necessarily in that order.
Coxie, what was it you told me when I asked you what your phone number was? What did you say it was?
I think it was, Klondike 5.
Klondike?
6th Street. Yeah. Do you remember those old movies when they used to phone somebody up?
Operator. Klondike 5334.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Give me Klondike 5, 334. Make it snappy.
So
Canadians.
here's what happens. We're at my house of skate, a few of my family members, and we're just kind of exchanging phone numbers for no goddamn random reason. And basically, I go, Coxie, what's your number? And he goes, Klondike 5334, elk plus a beaver.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And the animals in there. I mean, which are regionally locked, up here in Canada. So.
But no, for everyone to know, Coxie 3D's phone number is Wait, Cam, do the music for technical difficulties?
Oh, God. How many times is technical difficulties going to be played out here?
27 times.
20. You think anybody would just want to listen to the song?
We're going to post a 20-minute video of just that music on loop.
It's just on loop, yeah.
Oh, man. Well, speaking of Canadians, a fellow Canadian in my fam who goes by the name of Evil Canadian, it's her birthday today. She's turned 22. Let's say happy birthday.
Ah, happy birthday. From a fellow Canadian.
Yeah,
hey.
From Winnipeg or something like that.
Oh, my God. I just remember Chris Jericho. Go back, what was it they said? Go back to Toronto. He's like, I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot.
Yeah.
Jericho, we love you. Please go the fuck back to Winnipeg. Now, Coxie,
yeah.
as a Canadian.
As a Canadian.
How do you feel you failed the world by releasing Justin Bieber into the world?
Well, nobody can explain that. I mean, it's one of those horrible series of events in history that happened, much like when Celine Dion actually branched out from beyond Quebec.
Oh, God.
And started singing more than French songs. I mean, when she was contained in Quebec, it was all right. It's kind of like containing a radioactive, material of some type.
It's like a zombie movie, really.
It is.
Where they just have it contained, and then something goes horribly wrong.
Yeah,
it's too late. It's too late.
And her grandfather, who was her husband, and all that weird stuff. And then, Justin Bieber comes along. And when the hell is 20 years later from when Celine came on the scene?
Exactly 20 years from date Celine
to the day.
Video.
So I think the same evil that spawned Celine Dion actually, did the same with Justin Bieber.
The Canadian devil.
It's a Canadian devil. He's drunk most of the time, and it smells like feet. But oh well.
He's drunk most of the time.
Now, Coxie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask more Canadian questions. Now, I heard this. There's actually a place, Key West, and my friend told me this, and I might have asked you this already. Mind you, I can't remember. And they had this thing called the Canadian coffee. Now, when asked what it was, they told my friend that it was a coffee with like actual Canadian maple syrup, like maple syrup from the mainland, Canada, put into the coffee for some taste.
Right.
Is that true?
No, there's no such thing because all our coffee up here is Canadian because it's made in Canada, but we don't put maple syrup in coffee at all. So that was a complete fallacy, and they should be sued.
So what you're telling me is not all Canadians aren't these hockey-loving, drunk, maple syrup drinking guys with half their heads not connected to their bodies, and when they talk, it just bops left and right. It's farting, beefing.
Yeah, no. Except for Brian Adams, What's that?
So there's no such thing as the Canadian Queen or Princess. Wait, what was it in South Park? Yeah, the Princess.
Yeah, we have many strange traditions, but we actually don't have. I mean, we do pledge allegiance to the Queen, and to that tune. I mean,
what Queen?
The Queen of England.
You're shitting me.
No. As a matter of fact, I kid you not, I work for the government up here, and I had to do an oath before I signed on.
Wait, should we worry? Wait, Cam, should we
Yeah.
be worried about the Canadian government, Cam?
No.
No.
Cam, can the Canadians do anything to us?
Look, Quebec is full of French people. Can the French do anything to us?
Hell no. I think I said this. I think I might have heard this as a joke somewhere years ago, where it's like, oh, I went to Canada. They're like, oh, we're celebrating our Independence Day. Who do you guys beat? The French. Everyone beat the French. That's not something you celebrate. That's just a Wednesday.
It's just the win. We surrender.
It's so easy to make fun of the French, though, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah,
they love
speaking
When you're
of
Canadian.
their mimes. Jerry Lewis, they love it all.
Speaking of Quebec, John Dillinger, an American, is in Quebec. As I promised earlier, he's in Quebec terrorizing. He understands that Justin Bieber is a hot commodity in that area, and
Is it really?
he holds that with he says that with respect. He has pictures of Justin Bieber in his PlayStation home houses every time when you walk in. The first picture to the left, and
What? Really? You're kidding me.
No, I need to see that.
and on top of that, his girlfriend often makes him sing the Canadian national anthem on the microphone to SOTE before every meeting.
Oh, all I know is goes, oh, Canada.
I had to make a whipping sound there. I mean, that's. You're kidding me. He does. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
That actually happened. I would not believe it myself.
Okay, because he had me going there.
I thought it was, if it was to actually happen, he can't get on the podcast because he doesn't have Skype, but he really wants to get on. But if he was,
No.
Yeah.
No. And I will stick to the story until John Dillinger adds me again. I asked him, he was right next to Young B. As we all know, FDM hates me openly, mind you. And I still say to this day that the reason he said no to me was because he was standing right next to Young B.
all right,
And
now for the update of that situation, he does want to be on the podcast, and he also knew that we have a guest lined up in H&H leader, former H&H leader, one of the main guys of Old Home, Bob the Devil, lined up.
Oh, wonderful.
we will ask him such questions as, why does Uncle Bud fear him so much?
No, I would love to hear the answer to that.
Because mind you, by the way, just for everyone to know, FDM, I was in FDM, and I don't give a fuck what they tell you. Their policy has always been respect, but if someone gets in your face, you fuck them up. That's always been the policy. That's how we ran it. Now, yeah, mind you, when Coxie told me that they were nice to him and they just wanted to talk to him about what was going on with me, I laughed because this is the same fam who said we don't take shit from no one.
You did tell me you didn't believe it. Yeah.
They take a lot.
I swear to God, Coxie did it or not. I was sitting there like, Coxie, they were nice to you? No threats, no snide remarks, nothing? Are you sure? Coxie, we're talking about FDM, Uncle Buck 360.
Yeah, no, they were cool.
He's about 4'3". He's darker than hell, Mexican.
He enjoys friolas.
No, but here's why I always say this, and I think someone in FDM got mad at me. You're bucking in front of no one. Might be wrong, might be right. But the reason is because when we were going after H&H, and there was a point where there was kind of a whole thing, and then Bob the Devil, being Bob the Devil, he doesn't take shit from anyone, he kept talking shit. And for the first time in my entire time at FDM, I never heard Buck say this. He's like, oh, no, leave Bob alone. I don't want to deal with Bob. Just if Bob's there, just let him be. And I'm just like, really? Really?
Oh, trust me, when it came to Bob the Devil, Buck would not say shit to him.
That's called fear.
Backing him up.
I think I was one of the first people in FDM for a long time that went to Bob the Devil and said, you know what, nigga, fuck you.
I think I said it, but I think me and KTG were fighting at the time.
I'm sorry, but are you saying there's a point where you don't fight KTG? I mean, it just makes no sense. Are you saying there's a point where you were cool with KTG? That doesn't make.
No, I didn't say I was cool with KTG at the time. Actually, there was a point where I was cool with KTG. I was
Can't
post HM.
turn in your PS3.
Turn in my PS3. What does KTG have to do with my motherfucking PS3 that I paid motherfucking money for, motherfucker?
Why are you saying motherfucking so much? You
I don't
motherfucker.
know. I said something on the other podcast so many times, so I'm gonna say motherfucker.
Idiot.
You see that motherfucker right over there? That motherfucker got motherfucking money in that motherfucking pocket.
So wait. Let me ask a question. Let's get it on point because we talked about it, or we're going to talk about it in part one. This is part two, which really only the second half. I don't know why I'm saying part. It's gonna be one whole thing. But Coxie,
Yeah.
we're on part one. We talked about the update, and you and me went to the journey space. Plus, you have the game. Would you like to speak? What did you think about the game?
Game itself, I didn't spend too much time with it. I just downloaded it, probably played it for about 25 minutes or so. But it's kind of like if you've ever played that other game they had, Flower, where you
Yes.
kind of start off not knowing exactly what you're doing. And I think that's the way that the game company, I think is the name of them, they actually work. Is it's about discovery. So you kind of going through the motions, trying to figure out. I see you're doing the mime thing. You're just trying to figure out what you're to do in the game, and it does lead you, somewhat linear, even though it does look like a big open world.
Right.
So, no, it's kind of neat. It's got good reviews out there, which is one of the reasons why I got it.
Yeah. I haven't got it yet because they hyped this so much, and I've never been a big fan. And in fact, actually, when someone did compare it to Flower earlier when I was talking to them. And I did like that game. I've never bought it, the Flower game, I mean, but every once in a while I kind of look at it and I'm like, should I buy it? Because it is pretty interesting. Oh dear God, its face.
Sorry for the Brian Fury laugh.
Yeah, that
Look,
was actually spot on to Brian Fury too.
You've got another mind there, Orsini, and look, pull that rope together. There, it's right there.
Hashtag pull that rope together. Did I say this on the podcast before?
Oh shit, Cam did it too.
I don't know.
Have I said this on the podcast? And Coxie was with me, and we were just chilling, and I was looking up the update a few weeks ago, and it was a video talking about the new female mime costume, and basically there's a point where they're showing off some of the mime things, and then you see the female mime pulling a rope, and then out of like the bottom of the screen, the male mime slides up and pulls the rope, and it just says, pull that rope together. And we could not stop laughing.
That's priceless, isn't it?
And Butterfly Girl from my family hates this costume, and I bought it, and she hates me for it so much.
Damn, moms are here.
Actually, you guys are in unison there on the screen. That's awesome.
Oh, he's gonna stand next.
He's gonna do it.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh, damn.
Me and Cam are in perfect unison too.
You are too, yeah.
Mime costumes.
Aren't they great?
We're just gonna post the video. I have this mime music which I need to send to you, Cam, and I swear to God I will record. I call anyone wearing that mime costume. If you own that mime costume, message me. Send me a friend request. I want to record at my loot stage set 20 mimes pulling the rope. And I just want to make a 10-minute video of them.
20 mimes pull a rope.
Yes. The
house only fits 11.
I will glitch some people in there. You know what? I'll record 10, and then I'll edit it so it looks like 20. Don't even worry about it.
Pull it up. All right. Sounds like a plan.
And then followed by. Actually, I have nothing after that.
All right. Well, looks like we've been on here for a bit.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Should we end it? Should we send Coxie back to the pits of hell? I mean, Canada?
The pits of hell. Actually,
Yeah.
Canada is like the hat of America.
that.
Now, Coxie, one more question though.
Yep.
Being that people called some of the old WWE wrestlers racist, like the Godfather. Now, my question to you is: when they had the Mountie, did Canadians go racist?
We are the Mounties. And then, we're not the Mounties.
These.
The Mounties. I mean, yeah. I mean, those are our elite.
Or was that your shining moment?
The Mounties go way back in history, right? I mean, because at one point, the name Mountie must not have had some kind of comedy value to it, considering it actually has the word mount in it, and the fact that they wear those pants that look like they're, they got those huge hips, the hat, the red. I mean, what can you say? The mount, it's pure comedy. But how are they? Yeah, how are you supposed to strike fear into the criminal underground dressed like that?
That's what I ask every day about FDM. How can you strike fear into people when you're losers?
We are the Mounties. We're strong. We're brave.
That is the only thing in WWE that I will say is worse than a Spirit Squad.
The Mounties.
And Dolph Ziggler, we do remember you were in the Spirit Squad. No amount of showing off will ever make me forget you were in the damn Spirit Squad.
Hey, that no amount of showing off will ever make me forget that he was Chavo Guerrero's caddy.
Oh, that's who. Oh man, Kerwin White. Remember, if it ain't white, it ain't right. Oh, the racist. You could taste the racism.
And he's freaking Latino saying if it ain't white, it ain't right.
Cox, if you don't know what we're talking about, there was a point where Chavo Guerrero kept getting his ass whooped by the Mexicools or something like that. So then he renounced on an episode of SmackDown, I think it was, he renounced everything Mexican, comes back with bleached hair. Like the guy from Delocated, Mighty Joe John, the Black Blonde. And basically starts calling himself Kerwin White, and he would come out to some Frank Sinatra in a golf cart, snapping his hands, and his catchphrase was, if it ain't white, it ain't right. And it's the most racist thing you have ever seen in worldwide television.
Racism is killing me inside.
Yeah, that's Dave Chappelle. The niggas.
Niggas!
You'll get the best table the niggas ever gotten in this restaurant.
It's my favorite family to live about too. The niggas.
Oh, you never want to get in front of a nigga and his food. Get your fingers bit.
It's pork.
Coxie, I think it's only right that as the whitest person to ever be on this podcast, I think you should say nigga.
Oh God, don't do that.
Have some racism. You know what I mean? Coxie, we need to have some racism in it. So say nigga. Just say it one time.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Just don't do it.
Now hold on. One of the things you guys had last time, when I had listened to it, was your dumbass of the week, right? And I'd like to put forward a nomination for dumbass of the week. Any dumb bastard with the name Thug in their name, or Swag,
or Thug Swag.
I actually know a guy has the name Swag in his name. He's actually pretty cool.
Well, it's going to be one of the most overused, name additions on here.
It's true.
It loses its value. If it has any value, it's lost it long ago.
It's anyone is okay. What the hell? Okay, first of all, what the hell is NTN plus? Technically, it's Enye squiggly line capital T minus Enye plus.
Wait a minute.
Don't forget that apostrophe.
Yeah, apostrophe plus.
But fear him. He has Monsters Inc. slippers on, though. I mean, check it out.
Oh, great. A lifeguard with the name Gary's Place is staring us down. Oh, God, why?
Oh, he's telling you guys about NTN now, whatever the hell that is.
And yeah, squiggly line.
But yeah. All right, for everyone to know, for anyone, if you have thug swag or anything like that in your name, if you're wearing dreads or you know wearing sunglasses, no shirt, baggy pants,
Really?
we will make fun of you because you look like a dumbass.
Oh, is that how you feel?
Yes, Cam.
Yeah, that's how you
That's
feel.
how I
All right. Well, this is saying this is the man who wears baggy pants, mind you, an open hoodie, or a gray
That's what I wear
shirt.
in real life. Actually, that's what I wear in
That's
real
why
life.
I have mini dreads in real life. That's,
You do. You have some fabulous.
I do.
He really does.
Does he?
Yes.
Actually, I always felt no, because Cam, I always joke around that he's like the whitest black guy I know. He's like the Key and Peele of black people. But recently, I found out he's blacker than hell. He's Booker T black.
I'm Booker T Black.
Booker
He's
T.
Booker T when he said nigga. And Coxie's wider than the Justin Bieber fan club.
I blend into snow, so there you go.
Blend in with snow.
And Coxie has a big forehead.
Fish belly white. Yeah, I have a giant
All
forehead.
right then.
But wait, here's the best part though. Coxie, who this is my favorite thing about Coxie, is the shit he wears. Because there's this look he has. He has like these black pants and a black top with black suspenders, and I just call him the Canadian Larry King.
Yeah, good old Larry King.
And then
We all love
wearing. Now explain this to me. We both know you're not any type of this person, yet you're wearing aviators, a like gray shirt with a leather jacket on top, and some like what looks like leather pants with a gun holstered on it.
Actually, okay, I don't have a gun, but this is typically the kind of shit that I have in my closet.
No, you don't. You wear
I do.
leather. No. Bullshit.
I do.
Bullshit.
I do.
No.
Button-up shirt. I have a leather jacket. I only have aviator glasses.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Well.
I do not have leather pants, though. It's
Oh, God.
Because
They're
we would
much
disown you.
different.
I would kick you out of the Renatos.
yeah,
for that.
no,
I would get-
no man should be wearing leather pants. I'm sorry.
Unless you're Little Richie.
Oh well. All right. Well, speaking of underpants, well, it seems like this avatar is whatever you say, Savage 87. He enjoys getting his digicock stroked by
Does he ever?
By 3 mimes.
Yeah, and mind you, the first mime name is Tacos. So, and now he's mad because Tacos moved. I see. I don't know who Tacos is, but Tacos. Every time I say your name, I'm getting hungry. Taco Bell, live mas. Now, where's my free?
Mas. Cam, how racist do you want to make it?
No, that's their commercial.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Here in Chicago, that's their fucking Taco Bell, live mas.
That is so racist. Then again, according to Cam, Chicago is the most segregated fucking place since.
Let's see, we got the west side, black people area, south side, half black people, half white people, Barack Obama area, north side, white people and gay people, downtown, everybody, parts of the
It's
south
more
side,
segregated than the
Chinatown,
racial draft in 2004. Yeah.
Chinatown. My favorite place to go to for some dim sum, Chinatown. I love it.
Coxie, when you want to have sex with a Chinese lady, where do you go in Canada?
Chinatown. You get you get the good massages there with the happy endings.
Double the pleasure,
Yeah.
double the fun. Now watch
That's
this.
Double mint, come.
No, very punny.
Oh, I think. Oh man, that's as good as it's gonna get.
It is.
I just dug in my butt. I have hemorrhoids. Says Cam 120. Cam 120 does not really have hemorrhoids. It's just a joke.
But Texas Pete does.
Texas Pete. Oh, see now, okay, tacos _X_3. We're not friends. We're not. Just because you put on a mime costume and do the same emote we do doesn't mean we're friends. We're not cool. We're not your friends.
Gary's place is walking around slowly with a peacock.
Well, it's, he's also wearing shorty shorts and a fanny pack. So
Why does that have to have some freaking significance? Your name is Gary's place. That just doesn't sit right with me for some reason.
And you're walking around with your peacock hanging out. That's, not good.
Peacock is all out in some shorts. And this guy is Izhea Savage is getting pretty pissed off that my hands are filled with hemorrhoid poop.
Hemorrhoid poop.
But that's how we're gonna close it out. Well, he walks away. I think he wants a butt plug, but that's just him.
All right.
Foxy, it was good having you on, man.
All right. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be on here. And if you ever need any return guests, put me on the roster.
We won't.
There you go.
Yes, we will. We're gonna have some sort of reunion when we reach the 50 mark. We're gonna try
like this is your life.
And in Skype.
This is your life, and we're just gonna have all the guests.
Just be chaos.
And that's how we like it.
That's how we do. All right. Well.
Right on.
All right. Installment of the Big120Way podcast. Trust me, if you're looking for the first episode, you'll never hear it.
Never. It's
never.
So bad.
It's that bad.
We posted it on a CD just so we can burn it. And I don't mean burn it onto a CD. I mean like we lit that motherfucker on fire.
It was so friggin' bad.
But anyways.
Anyway.
65, that's Coxie 3D.
Hello.
KAM120 and
KAM120. Good night, everybody, and go Bulls! We beat the Heat.
There you go.
Bitch Orsini didn't want to say it. I'll say it. LeBron sucks. Good
LeBron
night,
does suck.